right.
Shenanigans.
I hope you guys had a good week.
Yep.
Well, a good couple of weeks because it's gonna go down this week.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I love the
wait.
sound. I love the sound of that when the DM warns us of things to come.
Yeah. Can't wait.
I'm excited.
Actually, you probably could, but yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, the only interesting thing.
Yep.
I was just the only interesting thing that happened with me was my Tomb of Annihilation campaign. Our zealot barbarian revealed that he is the inadvertent zealot champion of Grumsh.
Oh.
He's a half orc.
Nice.
Yeah, so I put that in there. I had one of his little yellow minions, his little Despicable Me minion, actually get possessed by Grumsh, who came to tell him that he's not doing that good of a job because he's leaving people alive. And what makes it funnier is the guy based his half orc on the orcs from Warhammer 40k.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So when I had Grumsh show up, I basically combined Mork and Gork, I think is their gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically combined them.
Nice.
And just since it was text based, Grumsh was speaking a combination of orc speech and the icon has cheeseburger speech.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So he would hang on. So I'll show you.
Oh god.
So that's what he would. Since it's text based, that's what he
Why
sounded
you
like.
don't kill the gay?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He was a lot of fun. They not only did not expect it, but they enjoyed listening to like this deep orc voice. Well, imagining it's like I said, they enjoyed the deep orc voice coming out of the little Despicable Me minion.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Just and like after Grumsh left, the other minions came and tied up the guy who was possessed. And they basically just hog-tied him to a lone pole and started carrying him around. It was funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. I love stealing stuff from Warhammer 40k. It's great.
Yeah, it works. It works. All right. So, any interesting D&D stuff happen to you guys?
Well, not me.
Yeah. What about you, Robin? Well, I've been. I'm getting ready for the big. For things to get intense. Tomorrow's the big. I get to kill off one of the PCs.
Ooh,
so that's going to be fun. Basically, one of the players I'm playing with, he said, "All right, I want to play 2 characters in this campaign, but I want my first one to be killed off at some point."
Okay.
Right? So I was like, "Okay, that works. I can do that." So I've set up this big, big fight in an arena. A dragon's going to show up and basically rock the floor with the party. But I'm hoping is going to happen is that one of them is going, like, he's going to say, get out of there, I'll hold them off, and then he'll sacrifice himself.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it very clear to the other party, especially one of the Eldritch Knights who just loves, he's got the Alexander problem, where he's very like charge. Yeah. And I'm basically going to say very clearly to him, be mindful of your choices, because if you go wag, you may not go wag again. Yeah. So, I'm excited for that. I think it's going to be exciting.
Blaze of glory, lads! Charge!
Basically. The other fun thing is that I'm going to have... well, I don't think my players are going to be super happy about this, but I'm going to have basically a roll-off where as they're fighting the dragon, they've got the rest of their party, which are a bunch of NPCs that they've been hanging out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm going to roll a d20, and you're going to roll a d20. If you roll a high number, they're going to be fine. If I roll a higher number, they're not going to be fine. So I'm kind of excited for that. Especially since I know that one of the NPCs they really like. So it could be for a really cool, shocking moment if this NPC dies. So I'm excited. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fun time. Fun time all around.
Nice.
Good times for all.
Yeah. Really good.
Also, I'm very excited to. Are we doing the prologue? I guess.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Ooh, I'm very excited. I had to watch old episodes of our show because I've been doing the Kelby Caster voice for so long that I was like, I gotta get used to doing Alexander again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's got, like I said, the reason I gave you Alexander stats early is because he's going to be involved in more fights than Savannah. While Savannah does have a unique ability, she's able to actually switch out her. She's got I think she's got the Warlock innate casting that I gave her. She's able to swap out those spells.
Yeah, that is
for anything else that she needs. So. Every one of the three old heroes has some kind of advanced gimmick that makes them a beast in combat or in other ways. What makes Alexander a beast is he still has his Magebreaker armor, and as a deity, he's not affected by its anti-magic field. He does not afraid of anything anymore.
Because I can just be like, Magebreaker field, and I can still cast spells. Yeah. But that's not the part that gets me. The part that gets me is the fact that I guess in all of this time, Alexander hit the library. He did, secondary school. Because goddamn, he's a smart boy.
Oh, man. That's the hard part.
Yeah. Ascending to deity, ascending to godhood does tend to increase a few attributes.
A little bit.
A little bit. I was just kind of like, so now I kind of like the idea of I was Father Anderson and now I'm Saint Anderson.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it's going to be. Actually, I need to find a noir music because that's what it is. It's going to be more noir.
Nice.
Yeah. You were talking to me about this.
Yeah, let me look up LA Noir soundtrack.
Yes. Cole Phelps.
So fitting. Yes.
Thank you. Alright, hang on.
Oh, by the way, I went to watch Alita, the Battle Angel.
How was that?
It's actually really good. Better than I expected.
I'm assuming that after watching it, you kind of got used to the eyes because that was what everyone was talking about.
Well, it doesn't even look as horrifying as in trailers. So the first time, maybe a little bit when you first see her opens her eyes, but later on, just don't feel it anymore.
I feel like it was one of those things where it's like it looks weird in the trailers, but I feel like if you're watching 2 hours of it, you'd probably just kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
Besides,
like I said,
sorry, go ahead.
I looked at the pictures. It just had this uncanny valley vibe.
Yeah,
it does. It does.
Really. Besides, it shows off the emotions really well. In the original comic books, when she's heightened, I guess you guys have seen it or at least heard of it.
Well, I've actually read bits of the manga.
Yeah, me too. So when she was in manga and in Battle Frenzy, she actually gets really wide eyes. I think that's where the idea came from.
That's probably that's what I heard because I was reading it and then somebody said in a review that it was they had to do something with the eyes because it's kind of part of the plot.
Yes.
So. They couldn't have just, slapped some normal eyes on her and then just went, okay, we'll just do whatever.
But still, the movie, I didn't watch the manga before, so I read it after the movie, but I think they really did a good job in, combining the plots and reducing some of the... Because, manga, they usually have parts that are actually fillers to showcase that, character growth and such, but I think in the movie they did a really good job, to fill up the emotional drive and not making it prolonged or tedious. Or
it felt like they picked the right scenes to basically.
The pacings are right. So I kind of like it. It's just that her boyfriend is super annoying. Like, if you watched it, it's like, this guy, I would not recommend anyone to date him. Like, he's super liability. Like, do nothing.
Is it one of those
besides-
problems where it's like you literally cannot help in this situation. You are literally making it worse by standing around.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can totally tell that character like that would be slightly annoying.
Yeah, not just slightly. Like, he's
Okay, not slightly, just like.
yeah, he's a total liability in so many situations. Yeah, that's as far as I
love
can
those
say.
guys.
Yeah,
I love those guys. They're so likable.
yeah,
You know, like Kelby.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Kelby saved us. Like, this guy does nothing else.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelby can throw a good left hook, and like,
and he
the way
did
that this
save
guy,
us from the circus. So
I did. You know what? That's
Yeah.
true. I did have that one moment. So, chalk one up for Kelby. He's
Yes.
got one on the board.
yes. Yeah.
All right.
But I highly recommend everyone to see it. It's amazing. Yeah.
All right, I'm excited. Let's get started.
Me too.
Okay, so one more thing. I'm sorry, I just need one soundtrack.
All right, I'm gonna tell another one. So, my D&D filler, not exactly session per se, but I've been watching The Dragon Prince season 2, which is really good.
Nice.
So, I also recommend everyone to watch it. It has great magic and great story plots, as well as great characters. So,
My sister
yeah.
very highly recommended to me, and by shouting it in my phone, was watch the Tangled 2 trailer. Not Tangled 2. What am I talking about?
Frozen
So watch the
2.
Frozen 2 trailer.
Oh, right,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah, and she was basically
Yeah.
shouting at me, watch it, watch it. I'm like, there's nothing that this trailer can do that can make me excited. And I just watched it, and I was like,
You were
I
totally
don't like-
wrong.
no. I don't understand, because I thought this was going to be Happy Times with a Snowman, but the trailer is like, somebody in the comments really put it out, it feels like Lord of the Rings. Which is not the direction I thought that series was going to go, to say the least.
Yeah.
Like, the shot of all the elk charging towards the battlefield was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I saw.
Although I do like the lore that it's them going to Canada.
yeah. Yes, they are definitely going to Canada. Yes.
We are going to invade Canada and take its pine trees for ourselves.
The pine trees. All the pine trees.
You
Well,
got here, eh?
Yes.
Is it go right ahead, take the pine trees there, eh? We got maple syrup. We'll be fine.
my favorite comment is that she's going to invade Canada, and the next reply is that if she thinks a little girl with magic powers can invade Canada, she's sadly mistaken.
Oh, man.
It was like my favorite. We got Mounties, y'all.
Yeah.
You can't stop us.
You can't stop the
can't
Canadian Mounted Police. We have doubly freaking do right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I love it. I love it.
I saw the Three Houses trailer for the new Fire Emblem game.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, top comment on that. It's basically your character is recruited as the teacher for the nobles and soldiers of the Three Kingdoms. Top comment was, so it's Fire Emblem Yu-Gi-Oh! GX version? I kid you not, the colors
Oh my
are the
God.
same. It's yellow, red, and blue for the three different kingdoms.
Oh,
I
man.
kid you not.
That's-
They've got
I didn't even-
animal symbols.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
It's a school. They got teachers.
Oh, my God.
I saw that. I'm just like, yes, that is. I saw it. Watched the trailer again. I'm like, I am shocked and appalled at how right they are.
Oh, that's the
All
best
right.
feeling. All right.
All right.
right.
Anyway,
Enough of chit chat. Let's get
enough
to
of the
it.
chit chat. We have D&D to play, everybody. Is the camera rolling?
Yes, it has been rolling for this whole
We
time.
the camera's been on the whole time, and we had a great conversation
Yes.
about
You have
the
to edit
mounted
the movie.
police.
Yeah, you have to edit the movie spurting out.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll make
so-
sure all our conversation is, edited.
No, you're gonna cut the rest of the episode, and this 10 minutes is gonna be all that's there.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yes.
Thanks for watching our show.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the April Fool's episode.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right. Anyway, last time on Ashes of a Chardalon, things
What?
started out funny,
Mm-hmm.
but they quickly took a turn for the serious
And dark. And seriously
And-
dark.
and grim.
Yeah.
And grim dark.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Philo returned to the Feywild to try to reconnect with his roots as an elf and druid. He got a little more. His little vacation got a little crazy when his daughter, that he thought he killed years ago, teleported in, and she was a little like, "Why did you kill me? Or why did you try
Yeah.
to kill me?"
Little bit of an awkward conversation.
Yeah, a bit of an awkward conversation, and it's not really clear whether or not she's letting that go, but she is putting it to the side for a moment to try to reconnect with her father.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
The rest of the party teleported somewhere completely different, a place in the material world known as the Monastery of the Four Elements, the place where the four great genies of old created the Way of the Four Elements. It was a big place, and it had a lot of people, a lot of crazy characters there, and Aisha assured you that they weren't originally crazy. It's just that they spent 10,000 years alone, locked up in here, and they kind of went a little crazy. It's not that they're crazy, it's just that they're
Yeah.
crazy, you know?
It's just a teensy bit crazy.
I'm starting to think that some of them were kind of just crazy to begin with, but I think it just got worse over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Sal and Meepo met these kooky characters. Kelby was being taught how to punch. Unfortunately, his training was interrupted when the Sablechurch decided to call in Sal's debt. You know, the one that he racked up with getting the sword. And then he sent it to them thinking, yeah, they'll be able to handle it. And now they're like, wait, what's going on? Sal?
The fuck?
Sal
They
can't
called him
answer.
into
Sal's not at home. Like, there's nothing there.
They
Sal is not
cast
home right
sending.
now.
They cast sending to you, and you just silent. Like, nope,
Nope.
I'm not here.
No, it's more like
Swipe left.
I'm now brain dead, so.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, I-
that's not exactly what happened. What happened was he was taken in by the people that nobody expects, was strapped down, and was interrogated for a bit. Then the people that nobody was really expecting, Skeksis and his pals, showed up. They murdered the Inquisitors, and he spoke with Sal, trying to figure out what he knew, and he determined that Sal knew nothing. He feeble-minded Sal to cover his tracks.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He also took the warrant on Sal, but he took it, so hopefully that's the only copy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
we can hope.
We can certainly hope.
You know what? One problem at a time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, after a few minutes of Sal wandering around the now ransacked building, was discovered when a group of the Raven Queen's paladins who were hunting Skeksis kicked in the door and discovered him just standing there drooling on himself.
Yep.
They decided, okay, you know what? This one needs to go to the Asylum. When the
Which-
rest of the party discovered
I still
Sal's
don't
kidnapping,
Yeah.
when the rest of the party discovered Sal's kidnapping, Aisha led Meepo and Kelby on the trail, and they entered the Shadowfell city of Gloomrot, home of the Sable Church, and an absolute edge town as far as you're concerned.
Edge Lords. Yep.
Death Asylum and Happy Asylums. Actually, the asylum is technically called Happy Valley Asylum.
Ah, I
Yep.
see. I see.
It's a happy place.
It's a happy place.
All right, you've interviewed a lot of people, and then you've without any real solid evidence, you realized that people could be sent to the asylum if they just got too inconvenient for the people of Gloomrot. So you decided, let's check that place out first. By sheer coincidence, that is exactly the place Sal was taken.
Yeah, coincidence, quote unquote.
To be fair, I think I might have talked to somebody, and one of the people mentioned that when some people who talk too much get sent to the asylum.
Yeah.
And then I immediately thought of Sal. So,
Well, he's in no condition to talk, but no, sure.
Detective Kell. Detective Kell's on the case.
That's not going to stop the doctors at the asylum, because Sal was taken for a little one-on-one therapy session with one, where he and his feeble-minded horror discover that the doctors are actually mind flayers.
Yay.
And God only knows what they do to the inmates at the asylum.
Yay. a very weak yay. Yeah.
We're not going to start with that.
Yep.
We are going to start with Alexander Anderson.
Ooh, what?
It has been many years since we last saw him. He has since ascended to divinity. And ever since ascending, he has made a heck of a name for himself. He made Demogorgon his bitch before he kicked him back into the abyss.
Nice. Okay, got
He faced an army of the Far Realm single-handedly. And by the time the rest of the paladins got to him, they found him covered in the unnatural, aberrant flesh and viscera and gore left over from his rampage through them. He fought dragons. He fought chromatic servants of Tiamat and put them down. He has brokered peace. He has led angels to war. But during that time, he has been afflicted by a kind of ennui. For every evil he put down, two more would just rise up to take its place. It was like fighting the Hydra. He eventually just started wondering, like, why should I keep doing this if this is just going to happen? Why not just let all the evil come in and then crush it all at once? And then the Silverthorn incident happened.
Oh no.
He got to Silverthorn too late to stop Ashardalon. And as he surveyed the ruins of his former home, he realized that all it took for something like this to happen is for people like him to stay silent, to not do anything. Ironically, he was about 1 mile south of Sylvana. If he had just gone north, he could have met her and it would have been an awkward reunion. But he did not. He did some thinking. He used his magic to try to figure out what happened. He determined that Ashardalon was the culprit and that he used powerful magic to help make his devastation more complete. Alexander has no idea where to find Ashardalon or why he did this, but he knows who does. That is why he traveled to one of the far corners of the world to find the floating mountain, home of an ancient gold dragon oracle. Yeah, her name is Valmaridus. She tried to fight Ashardalon. She saw the devastation he was wreaking, and before he reached Silverthorn, she appeared and fought him. But Ashardalon, empowered by divine magic, was too much for her. The Valmaridus's dragonborn servants have let you in. They recognize you for who you are. They let you in. And when you see her, you realize that Ashardalon, that the result of what you saw of Ashardalon was, it wasn't exaggerated. She was brutalized. Her left wing has almost been completely torn out. It's hanging literally by like 2 or 3 tendons. She has these massive, ragged gouges carved into her. Huge chunks have been taken out of her neck. The Dragonborn are hurriedly trying to patch up her carotid artery before she bleeds to death all over the floor. She's missing the last 8 feet of her tail. There doesn't seem to be any sign of it. Her claws have been crushed. She's missing many teeth. They look like they've been smashed out of her mouth. But when you enter, she opens one of her molten gold eyes, and you see that there's a spark in there. She's still alive. She's still hanging on.
Okay.
She says,
Okay, yep.
"What do you want with me, Alexander?"
I've traveled a long, long way to get here. And, I need answers. I need them now.
Seriously,
What
darkest
answers
dungeon? Holy
Does
shit.
thou seek? What do you seek, Alexander? Hurry, I might pass on any moment.
Do I feel like I have any way of helping her or healing her? Because I have spells and things that I feel like...
Even though you typically do the opposite, if she dies, you can always just cast Resurrection on her.
Well,
So
I'm gonna try and keep
raise
her
dead.
alive.
Yeah,
I immediately gonna walk over to her and say,
You can deploy your healing
I'm gonna
touch if you
play.
can.
Yep, exactly. So that's
All right, yeah.
I can roll it, I guess. 8d8.
Yeah,
plus,
8d8 plus 4.
8d8 plus 4, coming right up.
35 hit points. Well, she's at 36 hit points now, which is nice. But you're not going to be bringing her up to full.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she just kind of just gives a sigh of relief as their healing magic washes over her. She says,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
yeah, she says, "As I fought the dragon, I looked into his eyes. I saw his malevolent intelligence staring back at me. Behind that, though, I saw the will of another creature. The one
Alexander.
that created him, that made him what he is."
Alexander clenches his fist. Do you have a name to go with that face?
You don't want to know the name.
I
You will curse me if I tell you. You will curse me forever.
So when she says that, one of the things I thought would be interesting, because it's something that's on this character sheet, is that occasionally Saint Anderson will unintentionally use control weather.
Yeah.
And I want to make the area around me to get stormy and rainy.
The area outside of the mountain starts turning into storms, yes.
I'm going to look at her.
Like everyone can hear the rumbling of thunder.
I am going to look at her and say in a very intimidating manner, I don't have time to waste, so give me the name.
Yeah, the tremor just runs through her body and she says, "As you command, Sylvana Undershine." And you and your divine sense know when you hear a lie. This is no lie.
Alexander, I gotta think for a second. Alexander stops for a moment. The storm is probably getting louder and racier, and thunder and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Dragonborn are just ignoring it. They've probably seen this before.
Figured. I'm gonna look at her and say,
She made him as a weapon, not for Silverthorn, for something else, I don't know what. But I guess it got out of control, I don't know.
do you know where she is?
I do not, I wish I did. Because once I was healed, I would pay her a visit.
No. I'm gonna and I look at her very clearly. I want to make this abundantly clear to you. You are not to go a mile near Sylvina Undershine. Do you hear me, dragon?
Yes, but a Charlatan is mine.
You can
He
gladly...
ate my tail.
I look at the tail, I look at the wrecked body of Val, and I say, you and I can both gladly destroy this Ashartalan, and I will make sure that you get your vengeance along with my own. But I have people I need to see. So, what can we do? What tracks do we know? What things and what information can you give me that is useful in Dragon?
She made a Charlatan to battle a powerful enemy. I am ancient. I have slaughtered demons. But I have never, in my life, faced anything like a Charlatan.
I have faced many things in my life, and I've been around for quite some time. I want to make sure that this is dealt with properly. And I can assure you that I will not make a rash decision or a very poor plan. I've dealt with creatures of this nature before. I've been dealing with them for thousands of years. Probably even more.
Very well. As you see fit. And then she just loses consciousness completely, and the dragon would immediately start swarming over her with healing magic.
I just look at the nearby dragonborn.
Stitching
yes,
everything
stitching.
I can.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I can do it 4 times a day? Can I just heal her, not to keep her awake, but just to stabilize her, essentially?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for stabilizing. Wow, that was a good
Yep, sure. And she's now at 88 hit points.
I'm just
Out
going
of like
to...
400, so...
I guess Alexander's gonna have to start thinking about ways, because Alexander's on his alone at the moment, so he needs to think.
Alright, so
First
is
thing
he just
he's-
gonna go outside and think? Or...
yeah, he has a couple ideas, but he'll go outside and think for a moment.
Alright, so he steps out, he leaves the mountain. It's basically, he was just in the big entrance hall where she had made it as far as she could before she collapsed. But yeah, as you leave, Alexander, you see waiting outside is a Vistani woman standing there. She's just casually just leaning against the wall, just shuffling a deck of Taroka cards.
Do I recognize this Vistani woman?
You do not. It is not Madame Eva. She is much too young.
Oh, a new. Okay.
New fortune teller, maybe?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
She's just just looking just straight out of the distance, just shuffling without paying any real attention. She says, "So you don't know where she is?
Unfortunately,
Would you like to find out?"
I'll walk over.
Now that you're... Yeah, as you walk closer, you get the sense that this is not a human. This is a fiend. A very powerful fiend.
I will, I'll look at her and I'll say, that's a generous offer you're giving me. Free information.
Oh, I'm not asking for free.
There's always a catch now, isn't there?
Oh, yes. Always a catch.
I'm gonna look at her and, well, I'll just tell you straight out at this moment that I can tell when you're lying, so I'll know if this information is false.
She says, she holds up the deck, the Torque deck. She says, "Have these ever lied to you, Alexander?"
Alexander kind of does a half-hearted laugh. No, they have not. Not yet.
All right. I would like you to make a perception check, Anderson.
23.
With that check, you notice that the riot of colors in her outfit, they don't actually blend. They stay separate.
Okay.
They're separate. They just look blended from a distance. You also notice that it's just the same colors repeating over and over. There's no new colors. It's just the same colors over and over. Green, red, white, blue, and black.
Sorry, can I get the colors again?
Green, red, black, white, blue.
Okay.
Make a religion check.
I think I can make a bit of a connection.
No, make the connection and
all right, we'll see if Alexander can make. He is an intelligent boy now.
yes, he is a
Oh,
strong
boy.
Who apparently does not have a religion. Okay.
Yes, he does.
Come on.
25. Yes, the connection
Nice.
is made.
Tiamat.
Damn it.
Yeah, she looks at you and you see that her eyes are same colors. They're all each one is the same 5 colors in a radial wheel. And she smiles, her black lips twitch into a smile. She says, "The penny finally drops."
Certainly does. So what is a servant of Tiamat doing in a place like this, then?
She says, You're only half right. I'm not a servant of Tiamat. I am Tiamat."
Attack! No, just kidding.
Alexander's just going to
He
slowly...
draws blade.
not gonna draw his sword, he's putting his hand over his sword. So I'll ask a different question then. What is Tiamat doing here, and why is he offering someone who clearly has worshipped the Platinum Dragon for thousands of years information?
Says, "Because we both want the same thing. We both want Savannah Undershine."
Wait, what? No, just kidding.
I'm gonna look at Tiamat, and I'll say, we have very different ways of dealing with Savannah Undershine. How do I know that you're not going to just immediately attack her?
She says,
Not gonna happen.
"Because she has information that I want. What did she do to make Ashad Alon so powerful? What did she do to him, I wonder? I'm sure you want to know the answer to that question too."
Yeah, Alexander bites his lip a bit. Yes, I have that question along with 100 others.
He says, "Well, I can get you to her. Or at the very least to someone who knows where she is."
Who is this person that you speak of?
Says, Tiamat says, "During her tenure, shall we put it, Savannah has amassed a motley crew of powerful servants. Foremost among them are a group of 13 people, or creatures, called the Nakpa. Have you heard of them?"
Has Alexander heard of them?
Religion checks.
Well, no, he's heard rumors of them. He doesn't need to. He's heard rumors about creatures cursed by the Raven Queen. He has made a couple of attempts to find them because he knows they're no friends of the Raven Queen. But he hasn't been able to find them. They've been really good at hiding their tracks.
I look at Tiamat and I say, Nagpa are not easy to find. What has given you the very powerful ability to find one?
She says, she's just gonna actually give what you assume is meant to be a giggle, a light giggle, but it comes off as she is perilously close to snapping into insanity. And she says, I keep forgetting you're young. You have not seen the world turn as I have. I have watched kingdoms crumble. From the pinnacle of their power, their descent has been rapid. Not like Silverthorn, mind you. not like random monster attacks, but like they turn against each other. Rebellions spring up, and then almost overnight, the kingdom falls. I believe that this is not coincidence. I know the legend of the Nakba. They cannot learn except from destruction. The kingdoms that undergo this rapid collapse are kingdoms that have vast amounts of magical lore, knowledge stored up. So
I'll look at
we
her and I'll
find a
say,
kingdom undergoing or that might possibly be on the verge of this collapse. And we find a Nagpa. We find a Nagpa. We can get them to lead us to Savannah.
I see. Well, I guess we'll have to make some sort of tenuous alliance now, won't we?
An alliance of convenience, yes. And then she holds the Taroka deck out for you and just says, take 3. That will tell you where we need to look.
Alexander sighs. I'll take 3.
All right, the first card that you draw from the Taroka deck is the Mist card.
Mist. Okay.
The second card you draw is the Wizard card.
Okay.
And the third and final card that you draw is the Dungeon card.
Ooh, dungeon card.
I look at them. Do
Yeah, you look
you
at-
have an answer or a way to decipher this premonition or this prediction? And I show her the cards.
She looks at it and she shrugs and she says, you chose the cards, they must mean something to you. And I'd like you to make a history check or an intelligence check if you don't have history. Because I don't remember
I
what
don't
it
have
says.
history. Yeah, so it's I don't have
Straight
history. I
intelligent.
have it. Okay.
All right,
Ooh.
that's fine. According to your memory, there is only one place that you know of that matches this description. The Amber Library of Barovia.
The Amber Live. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yep.
All right.
So it seems like we're heading back to Barovia then. I think that might be the place that we need to go.
Tiamat says, yes, I think so too. And that's where our flashback will stop.
Oh boy.
The hunt is on.
It can
The hunt
go
is on.
longer. I don't mind. You know?
It's like no, we got to keep them wanting more.
No. Leave them wanting more. Yep.
Exactly.
Now, let us go to Gloomrot, where Kelby has woken up, covered in dust, from this place, from this dusty inn that he's staying in.
All right, I am immediately going to control water with a flask and give myself a sort of little wash over to get the dust off.
Smart.
Yeah. Meepo just wakes up and he wakes up sneezing. You can hear him under the bed doing like his little "Appew! Appew! Appew!"
It's okay. Here, I grab Meepo, put him on the bed. I'll control like my water and kind of give him a little, give him a little clean.
Yeah, you hear this explosion of dust from the other side of the room. You see that Aisha has used her wind magic to clear herself off. And she looks at you, Kelby, she says, Kelby, I have something that might sound a little radical, a little rash, but I want you to hear me out.
Oh, okay.
I am actually, you have the ring, right, that you summoned me with?
Yes, I do. And I show her the
Okay. I am going to plane shift back because I tend to draw attention with how I'm dressed and what I look like. The fact that I'm 10 feet tall.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
So I'm going to head back to the monastery. If you need me at any point, just use the ring to call me in.
And then you can get us out?
Yeah, I'll be able to bail you out or fight with you or whatever you need.
Okay, I'm gonna look at her and I say, well, this is what I'm thinking. If I can at least find Sal, I can summon you, and then you can show up, and then you can teleport us away.
She says, we don't know what's in the asylum.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh God, Sal would know what to do.
No, I'm pretty sure. She says,
Too soon.
pretty sure he
Too
would.
soon.
She just says, yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't.
That's not nice. You leave my friend alone.
Yeah,
Guys, too soon.
Alright. So she says, well, I guess I wish you the best of luck.
Okay.
Remember, we don't know what's in there. Stealth is going to be your best friend in that place.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Alright, and then she's going to plane shift out.
Okay. All right. So it's just you and me, Meepo. You and me.
Yay!
We got it.
When's finally going to join us? It'll be the Three Musketeers.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the two musketeers for now.
That doesn't sound very heroic. That sounds
Kind of sad.
We also
voices in my head.
Oh
Thank
man.
you, voices in my head that are totally not another player offering opinions. Thank you.
maybe when all this is over, we'll have a cooler name. How's that sound? Why don't we think of cool names once we're out of here?
Yeah, that sounds good. Sal would probably have a good idea what name to give.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right.
So Kel's gonna make his way out. I guess Kel's thinking if it's possible. He does have a cloak, so he can kind of walk around a little bit inconspicuous.
I'm imagining like anime style, just like they wear the elaborate costume and then they just wear a heavy cloak over the top, and that counts as disguise somehow.
basically, just throw a cloak on and you're fine.
Yep.
You're plus 10 to
And
stealth.
you are invisible.
But what I do want to do first is that I just want to kind of just make a kind of like a stakeout of this asylum. Like, what are the entrances? What are the exits? Where are the windows? Stuff like that.
First, like any good asylum, the escape of its inmates is always preventing the escape of the inmates is always a priority.
Mm-hmm.
It is surrounded by a large curtain wall.
Okay.
So just to keep
stone wall.
Yeah, big stone curtain wall. There's only one entrance.
Okay.
That's the gate.
That's the gate. Okay. So there's only one entrance, the gate. So now I'm assuming is the stone wall covering the interior of the asylum, so I can't see past it. Correct?
Yeah, you can't really see past. The entire wall is just one solid wall. You can't see past it.
Are there any other buildings nearby that are taller than the asylum?
Yeah, you could probably try climbing up a couple of these buildings.
Yeah, that's my plan then. I'm gonna try and stealthily climb up these buildings.
Make athletics check.
Oh, this always goes really poorly
Yep.
for me. Should I use a key point? I can short rest. This is just the prep work. I'm gonna use a key point to give myself advantage.
Nice.
Okay, 16. That's not bad.
16, you're able to find the handholds you need. You climb up to the roof. And you see Meepo as like a little dot on the street. He's just looking up at you wide-eyed.
I kind of just told, before I left, I said, okay, Meepo, you stay here, okay? You keep an eye out. And I will climb. So what do I see? Can I see over the wall?
Yep, you see over the wall. First thing you see, as you look over it, you see you see through the gates, you see the massive asylum. You can hear from inside the shrieks and the screaming of the insane inmates. There are two separate wings that are joined together by a large 15-foot high curtain wall. The wing closest to you has a large belfry and a chimney that is and the chimneys on the asylum are just belching gray smog into the dark sky.
Chimney, you say?
Yep. With smoke coming out of it. Smoke implies fire. You
But
are
I am
not
an
resistant to
element-
fire.
I am an elemental. I want to see. I'm just thinking. These are just thinking ideas. I haven't
If
committed
you
to
are a
anything
fire
quite yet.
elemental, you might. Oh, sorry. If you are a fire, Kensai? Yeah, Gensai. Sorry. Maybe you can.
I am a
control
water. I am a Gensai who has some control over elements.
over water.
But
It's
as you're observing, it does start to rain,
Ooh, nice.
which helps.
it does start.
Yeah, which can help you sneaking into the asylum. Yeah, it's raining from the black sky.
Control water.
Okay. Because I want to see if I can do something cool with some of my elemental abilities. That's why I'm just trying to think out loud here. Well, I think at any point we're gonna have to climb. We're definitely gonna have to climb. Oh, yeah. Turn up your volume a bit to hear the music.
You can
I think I
hear
can hear.
the theme of Gloomrod.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
Really
first thing
mournful.
I'm gonna do is I do have call to the wave. I don't know if things can help me. You know what? I'm just gonna I want to spend while I'm up there. The first thing I want to do is I want to start kind of just take like maybe 30 minutes or so, watch the patrols, right? See
right.
where they're going, when are they going, when are they leaving, stuff like that.
All right, you spend about 4 hours up there, just sitting there, just in the cold and the rain, just watching. What you see, there are two orderlies that guard the front gates. They literally just stand outside with their huge arms just folded across their chests, just glaring at everyone. Inside, you do see like orderlies occasionally come out wearing cloaks and carrying hooded lanterns, just looking around, checking behind bushes, and looking in the well in the courtyard, checking to see if like any inmates are hiding anywhere before they shuffle back into the asylum.
Okay.
It does seem to be like every 4 hours they do seem to come out and check.
Okay, so I've kind of gauged what would be the best point to kind of try and hop the wall then. Or at least, okay. That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Or like the best time anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna come down after investigating, keep my hood up, I'm gonna talk to Meepo, and I'm gonna say, okay, Meepo, so we're gonna hop over the wall, and this should give us a little bit of time. So we gotta be quiet. I do have a couple things that I can do. One, if they come out with lanterns, I can instantly snuff out the light. That's something that I can do. I can also cause water to shape into a crude object, so I might be able to make a distraction, like maybe make some fake footprints or something like that. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over with Meepo. Let's see how that goes.
All right, make an athletics check.
I know it's a little retcon. I'm just saying I probably took a short rest during those 4 hours. Just so I can get my key points back. Okay, so I will use another key point again. So athletics check?
Yep.
Okay, 15.
All right, you're able to scale it. Meepo, however, he tries to jump up the wall. He just splats against it like Wile E. Coyote chasing Roadrunner.
Okay.
You see just like a splayed eagle against the wall that he just slowly slides down.
Oh, man.
I will reach. I will look at Meepo and go, okay, all right, this is why I brought this. And I take out the rope.
Nice.
And I start give him a rope. Start pulling him up.
All right, yeah, you throw her up, and you're able to pull him up. He's very light.
Just something to stabilize, because I know it's raining. So
yeah.
Okay, all right, we're up. All right, let's make our way down. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I will slowly make my way down.
All right, and you'll be able to climb into the courtyard. When you set foot in the muddy courtyard, you actually start sinking. The ground is just that soaked.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Here, Meepo. You okay?
Yeah.
Just follow close behind. Okay.
Okay.
Is there
Buddy
any
system.
window?
Use the rope.
Sorry?
Buddy
Oh, buddy
Use
system.
the rope.
Oh, the rope. Yes, you're right. Okay, the buddy system. Okay, so I immediately tie the rope to Meepo.
All right. You're gonna sneak through the courtyard.
That's the plan. If I can see any windows that I can get to, I will try.
Oh yeah, you can see a couple of ground level windows. Yeah. All right. As you're,
sorry. Yep.
yeah. Okay. As you're going along, you notice that Meepo is slowly becoming heavier and heavier. And Meepo, as you look, you see Meepo is actually sunk up to his waist in the mud. He's looking at you and says, "Are you growing taller?"
I'm going to grab Meepo and like pull him out of the mud, and I'm going to say, "Get in the pack sack."
That's what I like.
I'm gonna Yoda. I want to Yoda this. Let me Yoda this.
He's gonna Yoda this. He's gonna send mud dribbling down your back. But yeah, you can Yoda this.
I'll have to. Damn it! I just took a bath. For fuck's sake, I got to do that immediately afterwards, and the rain is not helping. All right, I will move forward with Meepo on my back. We'll see how that goes.
All right. So you're gonna go to the ground level window and try to get in.
I'm gonna look peer in first, just make sure I'm not just walking into a room or anything like that.
All right. You peer in the grimy. You peer in through the grimy window. The shrieks are louder now. You can see a kind of like a great hall. It's a 50-foot square room with these leaded stained glass windows. There's a large cauldron sitting on an iron rack above a fire in the hearth, while above the fireplace mantle there is a tarnished Raven Queen symbol.
Okay.
Like it's dirty, filthy. It doesn't look like it's been fixed for some time. There's a couple of long wooden tables in there with each one stretches about the length of the room. There's several chairs set up. So far, the only people you see are like these two people in straitjackets. One of them is just sitting in the chair, just swaying back and forth, drooling with an idiotic grin on his face. The other one is kind of just rolling around on top of a table.
I just kind of like, yeah. So, Kelby's trying to stay focused. He is definitely unsettled by this scene. But
Meepo
he's
is
more
looking in
focused.
there. Yeah, Meepo's gonna look in there. He's just gonna take a look at them. He's like, "They cray cray."
Yeah, they cray cray. So we gotta find Sal fast. Okay. Do I see any hallways in this great hall? Do I see any like doorways, stuff like that? Any?
Yeah, you see a wooden staircase leading to the upper level while a stone staircase and another stone staircase descends downward. There is a door that leads out to the other wing of the asylum.
Well, Kelby's first thought is probably the basement. So he's gonna go looking for the staircase that's going downward.
So you're gonna open the window and get in? It's not
Stealthily. Locked. Oh, stealthily, yes.
Okay, make a stealth check then, and Meepo will do the same.
I'm sure this will go swimmingly.
Man.
Push the
you
window open
shouldn't
and it
have
falls
said
out
it.
and smashes on the ground.
Oh man.
Why couldn't I have multi-classed into a rogue?
Meepo is
That's in the future.
Meepo leaps off and goes skittering across the floor and hides under the table.
If it's possible, I'm assuming I just like I kind of want to book it. Now I've realized, oh shit, I just smashed a window and people are going to be coming.
You hear Meepo just like wave like, come, hide.
Okay, I'm going to roll. One thing I am going to do. I'm gonna. Yeah, sure, I'll stealth again. But what I want to do first, is there any torches?
There's actually chandeliers hanging above the table that have multiple candles lit. You can see like there's long trails of wax stretching down.
I want to snuff them out, if possible. Make the room dark.
You can try the punch again to see if you can snuff them out like a.
Well, I don't have to. I have elemental attunement. I can just do that.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
60 foot.
All right.
So yeah, I can
Let me
instantly.
check
I
elemental
can instantly
attunement.
snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Okay, but there's a lot of candles. You're gonna have to snuff them out one at a time if you do it like that.
Oh, okay. So it's probably not going to be like a quick like swish and flick and the lights go out. It's more of like
Yeah, you're like snapping your fingers like the kids are going out one at a time.
why must everything have so many candles? All right, I'm going to stealth my way and roll into the table.
All right, make a stealth check to roll into the table.
I'm so good at this, guys. Da, 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 da.
You are.
That's better.
All right. You're able to leap under and you use your control water to quickly wipe away the mud tracks that you trailed in.
Absolutely. I would totally do that.
That's when the door opens from outside, and a couple of orderlies come just lumbering in. And behind them is what you can only assume is a doctor. He's wearing these heavy black robes with a heavy hat on it, with a small felt hat on his head. He's also got a long beak-shaped mask strapped to his face. And he's not wearing any goggles, so you can see that he's got these dead white eyes set into his pale pink skin. And he looks around, so he looks at the smashed-in window. And he looks at the inmates who are just who are doing their own thing. You hear him speak in a curious accent. So, which of you guys went outside, smashed the windows, and came back in, while somehow remembering to wipe your feet?
Shit.
What is going on here? Here we go. He's going to check.
Oh no.
He's going to examine the window. And says, "Looks like it was pushed in from the outside." And then he's going to check under one of the tables.
Before that happens,
Not your table.
Oh,
He's
okay.
literally, his back is to you. He's checking the table in front of you. He looks at it, he just stands up. He looks at the orderlies and says, "Well, it appears we have an intruder running around here. Look at the rest of the orderlies and start combing the asylum until we find them. I don't like do-gooders running around here. None of us do. I mean, look at these people. They're barely even human. Like, did you know any human that just drools and then apparently he's shitting himself on the chair? What the hell? Like, do you know any normal humans that does that?"
So yeah, having a
It's like,
panic
it's just
attack.
like they just sullenly just lumber out. And the doctor, he stops at the entrance, takes one last look around, and then he walks out, just shrugging to himself. Then the door shuts behind you.
Dang it. Okay. Repo, we gotta get there so we have to find Sal right now. Okay, so let's...
Did any of them seem to go down the stairs, like the door?
No, they actually left the building. They're walking across
they
to
left
the
the
other
building?
wing. Yeah.
Okay, let's make our way down those stairs. Let's start there.
Okie dokie. Crap. Hang on. My thing decided to shut itself down for an update.
Oh no!
Damn thing. Okay, hang on. I got this. I got it. Just gotta quickly back it open. All right.
I realized that I have I'm looking at my stealthing abilities, and they are not many. I don't have a whole lot. I punch things. That's about it.
All right. You go down into the basement, and you discover what looks like a cellar of sorts where they keep their food.
Okay.
They got barrels of drinks. They got crates of wilted, sad-looking vegetables. A couple of dead chickens are hanging, and the chickens look emaciated.
There's only one question that matters. Do they have any cheese?
It's green. It's green and it smells kind of off.
I am going to give some to Meepo.
Oh man.
You're like, "Oh, cheese! Never had this before."
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't feel so good, Kelby.
Oh
I don't feel
no.
good.
It's okay. It's all right. I
Yeah.
would have told you to eat it after the stealth mission, but it's fine.
Ooh. All right, I'll let you make like a perception check if you like, just to see what you
Sure.
can see down here.
Sure, why not? 10.
Yeah, you take a quick look around. You don't see anything. You don't see
Okay.
anything worth
Well, that's
doing
worth our time.
worth investigating. Okay, so what do you do now?
I guess I'm going to try and make my way back up and see, because
Okay.
you said there was another staircase that was heading upwards, correct?
That's right. Yes.
Okay, I want to go check that one next.
All right. Hang on. Okay. All right. You go up the stairs.
Stealthily if possible.
All right. You can make a stealth check.
Duh, 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 duh. 12!
Da 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 da. You go up there. Hang on. Yeah, you find another storage place. It's where they keep. Looks like where they keep like straight jackets, racks, straps, chairs with straps in them. Looks like another storage place. It's where they keep their asylum equipment. There's even like a little bubbling chemistry lab there.
Anything useful in the chemistry lab?
Make an Arcana check. See if you can make some heads or tails of it.
Oh, wow. Natural
Nice.
19.
Nice.
You think you could, if you were given a couple hours to work with it, you could use it to brew poison. You can brew potions. You can use it. You might. You're not sure, but you might be able to use it to, like, turn lead into gold or children into frogs. You're not sure, but cooking poisons and potions, you're fairly certain you could do that if you were given some time with this.
Yeah, but time is not what we have at the moment.
Yeah. You do recognize that what they're currently bubbling up, probably looks like a sedative of some kind.
Do I think like I could like quickly grab some of that sedative?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of vials with stoppers in them. You can just dip it in carefully, get some of it in there, and stop the vial.
I'm gonna get that. That might actually be useful.
All right, so you can get 3 vials of the stuff.
Okay. 3 vials of the sedative.
Yeah, there are windows up here that you can look out.
Absolutely, I'll take a peek.
Yeah, as well as a door that leads out onto the curtain wall. When you take a peek outside, you do see that there's a couple that you do see the orderlies are combing the grounds in groups of 2. And they all have the lanterns are all checking every hiding spot. They're checking the spots twice. They're checking places that nobody would think to hide, like inside of an outhouse. And by checking the outhouse, I mean they literally just coffee table flip the thing onto its side.
Oh god, yeah. I do have an unorthodox idea that I think might actually work. I want to take one of the straitjackets.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can take a straitjacket, but
Nice.
you're going to need help putting it on properly.
Well,
You
that's
can't.
that's why I got my buddy Meepo right here.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. How does this go again?
I want him to put it on, but loosely. Like, enough that if I needed to just spring out, I could, you know?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, he is actually going to make a sleight of hand check to try to set it up like that.
Come on, Meepo.
Let's see how badly he fails.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
He's a
It
rogue.
does not look convincing.
Oh no.
Damn it.
He's a dex fighter with the urchin background. That's what he
Yep.
is.
I know.
That's fair. That's fair.
I know. I'm asking him to channel his inner rogue.
I wish I could channel my inner Vero, but I can't.
I can't. Only Viral can be Viral.
All right. You hear footsteps from outside, and you see the lock wiggling, the door wiggling, and you hear someone unlocking the door. And Meepo is going to panic and dive behind some stuff.
I will try and I will try my best to pretend to be one of the asylum patients and kind of just go.
Make a deception check.
This is gonna go bad.
What performance?
A performance
Performance
check.
Come
If you're
on,
not
which one is
confident,
higher?
assumption.
Neither. I have -1.
Oh,
Let's go.
man.
Let's do performance.
Ooh, well, that's actually
That's not
really
bad.
Good.
Yeah, that's actually not bad at all. What's going to happen is the door unlocks and two of the orderlies walk in with the lanterns. They hold their lanterns up and they look at you. And they are going to make insight checks to try to figure out whether or not you are an inmate or the intruder they're looking for.
60.
Now might be-
This is the most deceptive Kelby's gonna be this entire campaign. This is literally it or nothing.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, he rolls a natural 20. But
It's okay. This is really good.
But that
Alright.
wouldn't
It'll work.
happen. That
It'll
wouldn't
work.
happen, right?
It
Right?
will work.
all right, they're going to look at you. They're going to squint. And there's going to be like, one of them's going to say, "How'd you get up here?" And he's going to walk in to you, Kelby, turn you around, and he's going to properly fasten your straitjacket to tighten it up.
no. Did
On
you
the
have
other
a
hand, you
knife?
sold it.
Something?
I sold
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So they're just going to take you, they're going to gently usher you down the stairs and leave you in the Great Hall with the other loonies.
Okay. Am I just
Hang on.
there?
1 second, yeah. All right, yeah, you're kind of just like there. They don't notice Meepo at all.
Okay.
They're just going to leave you there. They're going to walk back out.
Okay, I'm immediately gonna I'm gonna run upstairs and go find Meepo if possible.
All right. Once the door shuts behind them, you go sprinting up the stairs. You see Meepo hiding under one of the
Okay,
chairs.
Meepo, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out.
Okay. Hang on. Let me see here. Okay, how do I do this? How does it go again? Kobold goes around the tree. Yeah, like this. And then you hear like the beep, 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 beep. And he unlocks all the buckles and all the knots holding you down. And you're able to shrug the straitjacket off.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So disguises. Let's not do that.
Not gonna work.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They might stick you in a cell with somebody who's truly nuts.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. I do have a backup plan. So I looked at that sedative, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a weird question. I've got two weird questions. Okay, here's my first weird question. Let's say, for example, one of these people were to show up and notice us, right?
Yeah.
If I were to grab that sedative vial and shove it down their throat, would they just knock out?
They would have to make a constitution save against it. And if you were to shove the vial itself down their throat, they would probably choke.
Well, I mean, more like I'd pull it out, glug, 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 glug. Yeah, basically.
Force feeding them, basically. That is theoretically possible. However, they need to be strapped down or otherwise unable to fight back. Like if you were to a crazy inmate were to just start screaming at you, you and Meepo could try to tackle them to the ground, pin them down, and then shove the vial in their mouth.
Not something that a monk could use a key point or anything like that to just shoop. But my other question is that if Meepo coated it on one of his weapons, would that work?
Yeah, it could. It could work. You could also coat it on a bladed weapon as well. A weapon that does slashing or piercing damage, I mean.
I have darts. Ooh, I could get sleeping darts. Okay. I'll give one to Meepo, and I'll say, all right, if things get really bad, I want you to coat this on your blade and just stick them with the pointy end, okay? And they should go to sleep.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have my vials next to my darts. And they're ready to go. Ready to become sleeping darts, if possible.
Alright, it'll take an action to apply.
That's fine. I have bonus actions to use monk shit.
Alright.
Come on.
I will stealth
now.
towards... I'm going to go down the stairs stealthily and make my way towards the door. It leads to the next part of the asylum.
Alrighty. Yeah, where's that map of mine? Where's that map? There we go. You're gonna do the top floor or the bottom floor?
Oh, there's a door on the top floor?
Yes, that's how the orderlies got in. They were walking along the curtain wall outside.
Oh, okay. I haven't done the top floor yet, so I'll do the top floor next.
All right, you open up. All right, you open up the top floor. And you see lining the walls of the asylum, the curtain wall of the asylum. You see just scarecrows lining the walls, staring outwards.
Do I think that they're magical in nature?
You're not sure. I mean, they're all wearing asylum straitjackets, and they all have large rusty blades stabbed through them.
Oh man.
Yeah, I immediately see that and go, I'm kind of glad that I'm not wearing the straitjacket right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You're not quite sure what they're supposed to be, whether it's some kind of therapy or maybe the orderlies use them as some kind of a voodoo doll.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see another entrance, another doorway that I can get to?
Yes.
Or something like that?
There's across on the curtain wall. Across the way, there's another entrance.
Okay.
Actually, no, there's two entrances. One to the north. It's a big flat wall with two doors set into it. One door is on the north part of the wall, and the other door is on the southern part of the wall. Which one do you want to go through?
I'm going to do the north.
Alrighty. You go and you open up the door. You open up the door. You see inside. You see a large wooden counter shaped like an L, standing in front of the standing at the front of a large, spacious office. There's a chair behind it, a large group of filing cabinets, and sitting behind the desk is one of the doctors who looks up and sees you come in. And he says, "I'm sorry, we're not expecting visitors. We're closed right now. What are you doing here?"
Oh man.
You can also hear you can hear the screams from the inmates much more clearly.
Yeah, so Kel is panicking because he's not deceptive. He's not a deceptive guy.
What are you doing here?
I'm the janitor. I'm the new janitor.
We have orderlies, remember? Wait, janitor, you say?
Yes, the new janitor. Just got hired a couple hours ago.
Make a deception check.
All right. You got it.
Oh, I'm the janitor, yo.
The guy, the guy's gonna look down at the paper he's doing, then back up to you. He's back down at the paper.
Oh,
then back
no.
up to you. He's gonna say, "You don't look like a dwarf."
It's my disguise.
I'm debating whether or not Kelby's just gonna just flat out just go into combat mode or not. I'm just thinking. He's gonna go. Well, he's gonna go put his hand behind his back. Well, you see, my father was a dwarf, and I want to crack the vial and the darts together to make the sedative.
All right, I will ask you to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance.
It literally just drops from your hand. The vial drops from your hand and shatters on the floor.
Well, now I can clean that up.
Alright, so if that's the case, I want you to make an intelligence save, and Meepo will do the same.
Oh no.
Oh god damn it. I'm fucked.
We are. Yep. Nope.
Damn. Nobody's getting us out of this.
Nope.
Make an
This is where the
intelligence save.
I don't want to roll because the campaign's about to end. It's gonna be Philo's adventure from now on.
Philo and friends.
Yep.
11.
Yep.
No, nobody made it.
Of course not.
You and Meepo each take 22 psychic damage and are stunned.
Oh no.
I'm not unconscious. I'm not.
And you're not
unconscious.
retarded, which is good.
I'm. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
You're not
So
feeble.
what Alright. And that's when I would like you to roll for initiative, Kelby.
Okay. All right. So there's a
Oh,
chance.
Meepo, nice.
Nice, Meepo. Maybe Meepo can save the day.
Yes.
All right.
Use stealth.
Okay. Initiative. That's not terrible. That's 16.
That is good.
Alright, so Kelby got a 6. Stop that, 16. Kelby got a 16. Meepo got a 23. And the Doctor is going to roll for initiative now.
Please roll low. Please roll low. Please roll low.
Nice. Low. Alright.
Hey! He rolled a 10.
Yep, so, Meepo, well, he's stunned, but he can repeat his intelligence save at the end of each of his turns to try to shake the stun off.
Oh God.
Ew. Poor Meepo. Kelby, same with you. Your turn has to end, but you get a save against the stun.
Please.
16?
You shake it off!
Yeah.
Ah! But now it's the end of my turn.
Oh man.
So,
And now, and now Herr Doctor, he is going, what will he do, I wonder? Well, unfortunately, he carries a set of manacles on his person. He's going to go over and use his action to manacle Meepo. Just chain his hands up behind his back so he can't really effectively fight back.
all right.
Meepo's just kind of standing there, just, drooling
Mm-hmm.
and not making any saves. Kelby!
I'm going to immediately run up to Air Doctor, and I'm going to punch the. Well, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. First punch, unarmed strike.
Yeah.
So no flanking. So obviously, yeah. Hey, there we go. So that's 12
Nice.
points. But that's not what I care about. What I care about is the stunning strike.
Alrighty.
So he needs to make I believe a
Constitution?
Constitution saving throw, and it's a DC. I believe is 14. Yeah, 14.
Ooh, alrighty. Alright, he rolled a 17.
All right. That's
Alright,
my
with
first
that,
strike.
With that first strike, you actually punch the mask off of his face.
Mm-hmm.
And you see 4 tentacles just uncurling from his side.
Yeah, I know.
And he's just gonna focus his blank white eyes on you. And you realize you are in some deep, deep shit right now.
Yep.
I need him to fail that con save real bad. All right. Second strike. 25.
That's another hit.
5 damage. Make a con save.
Nice.
What's your DC?
It's 14. Please. Please.
Alright, you strike him right between the eyes and stun him.
Nice.
Okay. Now here's my unorthodox question. Now that he's stunned and cannot move, can I jam a vial with a bonus action using my monk shit, like a key point?
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
You'll have to make an attack roll.
Okay. I can make 2, so...
Yeah, just
Alright.
you're not proficient with this weapon. It's basically just a straight up dexterity check. And you make it with advantage because he's stunned, yes.
Nice.
Okay, advantage. Fuck!
Wow.
you smear the vial on his face. Roll it again.
You have second one. Come on, you
I
can
have
do it.
one more. 12. Is 12 gonna be enough?
Yep, you're able to pop it up and tilt his head back and pour it down his throat. And he needs to make a con save. And as you pour it down, you see him literally just collapse onto the floor in a heap.
Nice.
Oh! Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna just lie on the floor. Holy fuck.
Nice. What was the potion
Oh
again?
my god, how the fuck did I pull that off?
Alright, so one of the potions shattered, one of the sedatives shattered, and then the other sedative, has been spent, so you have one more sedative left.
Sedative.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly. Okay. I don't know how long that sedative's going to last, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna get Meepo out. I'm gonna get Meepo out.
All right, yeah. As you get Meepo out, Meepo suddenly just wakes up. He's like, huh? What? Where am I? What's going on?
Okay, we're gonna move
Where's the
fast.
doctor?
He's right there. He's asleep, but we need to move quickly. First things first. I'm gonna take the manacles. Gonna tie up the doctor in the manacles.
Oh, you're gonna... Yeah, actually, Meepo needs to pop his way out first. He's gonna ask you to put the thieves' tools in his hand.
Yep, got him. Give him the thieves' tool.
Bloop, 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 bloop. That's 16. Shink. And you can manacle the doctor, which, like I said, he's got a lamprey mouth and 4 large tentacles surrounding it. He does not look human now that he's on the floor and got all the mask and hat off.
Actually, I want to try something. If I put on the mask and hat, do I feel like I can change my visage or my disguise, if you will?
Let me see here. Disguise. Meepo does not have a disguise kit on him.
No, I was just wondering if
Just
if
put
the
on the
hat
mask,
was like,
put on
just
the
because I thought it might be like a
You'll need to strip him down completely and put it on.
Oh,
Well, he is asleep, so I'm kind of just want to. I basically all I wanted.
That'll take about
Sorry?
5 minutes to strip him down, and then another 5 to put everything on.
oh no.
Oh,
Actually,
no.
hang on. This is not. Let me double check the player's handbook very quick.
Well, it's more. It's not that I want to disguise myself as the doctor. I just thought that because his head actually revealed itself after the hat came off, so I thought that maybe he had like a hat of disguise to hide that or something like that. That's what I was thinking.
I think it's
Alright,
more like hat and the mask. It forms a normal disguise.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. All
Instead
right.
of magical stuff.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, detect magic can see through an illusion, but it can't see through a coat of lipstick. All right, so no, it's not going to take any 5 minutes. I made a mistake. It's going to take you 1 minute to strip it off, and then another minute to put it on.
Okay, that's
Okay.
more than enough time.
Or you
that I
can jam a
like-
blade through his skull. You know that will make sure
I
he's
don't
dead.
want to wake him up. That's the problem. I don't
Yeah.
know how this sedative works.
Yeah, true.
Like if I jam him with a blade, he could, for all I know, literally just wake up. And
No, I
then
mean through
I'm
his
not-
between his eyes. You know, just one blade through his
It's-
brains.
It might not kill him.
Well, it'll
Yeah,
give him
it might
severe
not
brain
kill-
damage.
Right, and then he'd wake
It
up
might not damage
pissed.
something vital.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
damage
so I'm
something
not.
vital, that's the problem.
I'm banking on the sedative taking at least a little while. So
Yeah,
I'm going
that's right.
to
That's for sure.
disguise myself as the doctor.
Cool, cool,
All right.
And I want to comb the room and see if there's any, like, you know, because I'm hoping that there might be, like, some info that can lead me to Sal. Like, this seems like a room that would have, like, info on patients and stuff like that.
All right. You hear like knocking outside the door. Suddenly, you hear like, "Doctor, are you all right in there?"
Shit. I go
Break the door
Meepo.
down.
No, I'm Meepo. Meepo, I want him. Meepo, can he shove the doctor's body underneath
The desk,
underneath
yes,
the desk?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
You see him drag the body underneath the desk,
Mhm.
and you hear like this boom, boom.
I want to lie on the floor and seem like I was attacked.
All right, so just lie down on the floor. And then the door just smashed in, and the group of 4 orderlies and another doctor walk in. And they hear the doctor say, "What is wrong? Are you all right? What happened here?"
Some creature, some thing, masked man. He came in and he took me out. I think he might have grabbed something. He went to the south side of the asylum. At least that looked like where he was hitting.
We are on the south side, my friend. What is
No,
going on here?
not the other south side, the north side. I'm sorry, he hit me really hard in the head and he's dazed. But we need to get him quickly.
Make a deception check.
With a bandage because he's got disguise.
I got the disguise
Not with advantage. You're not doing the German voice.
Oh,
but I don't know how to
right.
do a German
Damn
accent.
it. It's okay.
That's the problem. Well,
Oh wow!
Wow. That's a very
oh wow. Oh wow was very right.
good. Yeah.
How is this happening?
No one needs no fucking German accent.
Yeah, you hear a telepathic message from the doctor.
Oh
You assume.
no.
And you hear him say, "You're doing the wrong voice."
Wait, what?
Dash, step of the wind.
And then the doctor's going to say, "Well, we've got nothing else to do. Well, we will do if you to recover, since you clearly have been lying on the floor, not actively helping us hunt the intruders. And since they've been apparently clocking you upside the head, we are going to go and we want to go try to find the intruder. You just stay here and recover, all right? All right, that's good. You orderlies, you set the door back up or something. Put some paper mache or whatever in front of it. Keeps the rain out of the office."
Interesting.
So I haven't moved yet. So
Yeah. So they're just going to
sitting there.
walk out. One of the orderlies is just going to pick the door up and set it up so it, slightly doesn't, it keeps the rain out.
Yeah, Kel is just trying to figure out why this guy did not out him immediately. He's thinking. So am I alone in the room?
Make an insight
Okay.
check.
Sure. That I'm actually not too bad at. But today I am not.
Yeah, today you're horrible. But
I will. Am I alone in the room now with Meepo?
yep.
Okay. I don't know why he let me live, which means that he might be trying to toy with me. I just look at Meepo and I just say, "Okay, Meepo? Meepo? Where is Meepo?"
Yeah. Meepo is just piece of head like, yeah.
His stomach is not feeling really great.
Plus, I think that doctor guy talked to me in my head.
He talked to you too then. What did he say to you?
He said, "Hello, Meepo." How did he know my name?
Shit.
Whoops.
I don't know. I'm just really worried that he may have done something to Sal, and we need to do something. I don't know.
All right, and that is when the door on the other side of the office opens up.
Okay.
What happened? And in the other side of the door, you see like there are all these beds lined with screaming patients that are just strapped down, just absolutely howling, gibbering, making weird noises, shitting themselves.
Right.
Stumbling out of that door, looking tired and very scared, is Sal.
Yeah, Kel is just... What? But Kel calms himself and he wants to make an insight check, make sure it's not like something that's fake, or this is some sort of mind illusion.
All right, give me one moment. Yep, make your insight check.
Okay. Roll better. 13.
Roll better.
Hang on. Alrighty, roll better, okay. Alright, you're pretty sure this is Sal. I mean, it looks like him. Like I said, he's looking like absolutely horrified.
All right. I will go up to him and say, "Sal, how did you get out?"
Hang on.
Hang
And Meepo
on.
is going to run up to Sal and just hug his legs. And he's like, "I'm so happy you're okay. Gummy fed me a roll of bad cheese, and I was
He's a terrible person, Kel. You okay, Sal?
Think so?
Do I kind of look at his eyes? Are they dilated? Does it look like he was under the effects?
It's like they're dilated. It looks like he might have been injected with some weird chemical concoction.
memory's not feeling so great.
Okay, well, we're gonna get you out of here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm going to call...
Before we go, sword down in the basement.
Okay. Alright, what...
You
this
see
basement,
Sal's
we just have to-
face, like, especially his facial expression, it's like twist. Like, his facial expression shows that he's in such pain that he can't even talk straight.
Mifa's just like, what did they do to you, buddy? Oh.
Brain hurts.
Don't worry, we'll fine. We'll get you out of here, and then
No,
we'll call Aisha, and then we'll get your sword. Don't worry, we'll get your sword first. Then we'll call Aisha, and we'll go back home to the monastery, and everyone will be all right.
They are melting it.
They're melting it?
They're
Shit.
going to.
Okay.
Run! We gotta run!
We gotta go.
Mifa starts pushing Kelby. Like, let's go! Come on, me! Come on, kill me!
Can I make one more insight check on Sal that that this is a trap?
Go right ahead.
That's right.
13 again.
13 again.
Yeah, it's pretty sincere. Like, it's. Like, besides that, his facial expression is like
Yes, you're not
severe
sure.
pain.
From what you've seen of the doctors, at least one of them is a monster.
Yep.
So you don't
Okay.
know what they did to him. All right, and now let us. As you guys rush to the basement, we are going to cut away from this for a moment and go a little back in time.
Oh,
Sal
nice.
is having something of an out-of-body experience. As in, he's sitting there looking at his body.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What he sees is that his head has been actually cut open at the top half, at the forehead, and the top has been removed. Top has been removed from it.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes are missing for some reason. He doesn't know why, and the brain cavity is empty.
Mm-hmm.
It's all, like I said, it's all very surreal for him. He has no idea what's going on or what they did. However, he is able to think clearly. That he is aware that the giant bird
fog.
guy used.
Yeah.
The fog is lifted. The bird guy used magic to affect his intelligence, but he doesn't really know how he ended up here. It's still just a bit of a mystery for him.
Yeah.
Yes, but like I said, it's kind of it is an out of body experience.
By the way, sorry. Go ahead. We can talk about this.
Every so often across the vision, you'll see one of the black-clad doctors with their beak masks just walk past him. So,
okay.
What is it you wanted to say?
So since I can think clearly right now, my intelligence and charisma are back, right?
Correct.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep. That means you can cast spells again.
Yep.
Yay.
Well, it's pretty hard. With
All
that
right,
out of body experience.
All right. So then you see one of the doctors come up with a jar of preservative liquid, and floating in there are two eyes. And he's going to lean down. His dead white eyes are going to look at your brain, at you, and he's going to say, yeah, that's the right color. Good. Then he's going to go over. You see him carefully take the eyes out of the jar with tweezers and then install them carefully into your head. Okay. And then another doctor's going to walk up carrying what looks like a brain with squirming green legs. Mm-hmm. And he's going to very carefully put that nestle it into your brain cavity, Sal.
All right.
And you see them working to attach the optical nerves to this legged brain, very carefully. And then when they feel they're satisfied, they put the top of your head back on, and they start carefully stitching it on.
Mm-hmm. So.
Not long after they finish, a few seconds after they finish, you see your body just blink, one eye and then the other, and then blink both at once, and then look around curiously. And then one of the doctors just pats it on the head, unstraps it from the chair, and then helps it up and just beckons it on its way. Mm-hmm. And And then he turns to you, Sal. He leans down, and you hear him communicate to you telepathically. Says, "So how do you like your out-of-body experience?"
Kind of watery. I don't know why, but I kind of responded in my mind, and it actually touches his in a in a way of speaking, and it felt slimy. I don't know, like connection can feel so slimy, but there it goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's going to reach down. He's going to hold up a bit of polished metal that serves as a mirror, and he holds it to you. And you realize, Sal, it's not a out of body experience. It's a literal out of body experience. You are a brain in a jar
with eyes.
With your eyes still attached by the optical nerve to your brain, so you can see what's going on.
I have to say,
pretty disturbing revelation.
I have to say, I don't really like this new look.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's only temporary. We'll see if your brain is actually well anything. If it is, we'll get some use out of it. If not, don't worry. We can always eat it later.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of your thing, I guess.
Yeah, it's a thing, that. Hang on, here's the image. Here's a good image of what his brain looks like while it's in the jar.
Yep.
You can click that and take a look.
Hey!
Yep. That's what his brain looks like.
Jesus.
Yep. Totally normal.
Yeah. Alright, so the doctor snaps his fingers, and a filthy-looking female orderly lumbers up to him, and he says, "Alright, take this boy into the boy in the library. We will be examining it later."
Examining...
Yeah, the orderly's just gonna give a grunt and a nod. She's gonna reach and take the brain jar and carefully just walk out with it, just looking sullen all the while.
Alright.
So
before we go and all that, can I do some, I don't know, checks to see if I know what they are and
make
religion,
make an Arcana check to see.
Arcana, history, anything?
Yeah, Arcana check.
Come on, Arcana. Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. You know that these creatures, based on what you saw, based on what you remember, these creatures are likely mind flayers or elephants, as they call themselves. They are masters of science and brain surgery beyond what any other race has mastered.
Mm-hmm.
They also eat brains, so that probably explains why.
Yep.
They seem to think your brain is interesting, so they're going to try to keep it for further study.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have eaten it outright.
All right. So
what are you going to do? You see the orderly's just lumbering along, carrying your brain.
I can't do much.
You do think that you're able to actually telepathically communicate.
Yeah. So
if necessary, you can actually reach out with your will and dominate another creature.
Yeah. So in my Arcana check, I wouldn't know where this exam... Is he coming with us before all this?
No, he's not. It's just the orderly.
Okay, cool. Then I let the orderly pick me up.
Alright, yeah. As the door shuts behind her, the orderly looks around as she walks along the hall. She looks down at you and she whispers very quietly, "Don't worry, Sal, we'll get you out of here."
Okay. I will make a check to see who she is.
Alright, what check do you think you should make?
I don't know. Intelligence or something to link...
Yeah, make an intelligence check. Yeah, try to see if you can
recall memories and such. Nope, I have no clue who she is. Well, not by the looks. Then I just ask, who are you?
You telepath.
Yeah.
He says, "You can communicate with me telepathically. That is good. That is very good. It's me. It's your friend Dorovia."
Wait, what? What are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Listen. Shit went very, very crazy back home. What happened was I made it back to Barovia. Went to the library. Turns out, we did some research. Turns out I am a descendant of Saint Markovia.
Wait, what? Who's this
yeah, that's right.
Markovia? I have no clue.
She was a woman who faced the Devil's Threat in single combat. Although she lost, she put a very serious hurt on him. It's why I was dreaming about the fights between her and Strahd. That's because I was her descendant. Anyway, what happened was after I learned, I left. Our gloomy friend Axia elected to stay behind and do a little more research. He didn't really get the answer to his questions that he wanted. But anyway, what happened was, I'd come out, I'd return home, get a celebration, drink some wine. If you have a buddy, I'd be feeding you wine right now. I can, and then we come under attack by these people, these black-clad people. I don't know why they want to attack us, but they do. Anyway, I go out with my hammer, I start cracking heads.
Okay.
And then this bird thing comes along, and it like just freezes me just with a word, and then it asks me like, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "It's because a life lived for myself. Life is too short to live for just myself. I live it for others. I defend the monks and the nuns in the monastery." And then he basically forces me to watch as his buddies run in and kill everybody. Well, a lot of people, I guess. I don't know. Very upsetting.
Okay.
Yeah, she literally just like stops. She just remembers, and she see her just start to cry a little. You see a couple tears run down her
I
face.
try to calm her with my soothing telepathic message.
Telepathic hug.
Yes.
Telepathically hug her.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, yeah, well, and then I guess they used magic or something to send me here. And while I was here,
How did you get past, the mind flayers?
He says, well, I literally appeared in here, and I realized that, the Morning Lord would not have allowed them to send me here unless they had a good reason. So I simply killed one of the orderlies and took her place. And now here we are. This is what I am here for. I am here to rescue you from the mind flayers.
Okay, first things first. So, do you know where my body went?
He says, I don't know, actually.
The doctor didn't say anything about where he sent my body.
If he said something, he probably said it with his mind speech.
Okay, got it. Secondly,
So he probably can't see it.
oh sorry. Secondly, you know the lay of the lands, right? Can you take me? Sorry, go ahead.
She said, I just know a little.
All right.
I'm not really much use without a weapon, though.
Okay, it's okay. Do you know the tadpole chamber?
The what?
The tadpole chamber.
No, I think so. There are a couple areas they don't let the orderlies go in.
Okay. Then which are those areas?
I don't know what's behind those doors. I do know, though, that I can take you probably back. We are deep underground, and I could probably take you back up to the asylum, and from there, we can leave.
I'm no use in this condition.
Neither am I. I need a weapon.
She's got a point.
I am thinking. So... With my knowledge...
Use the jar.
Yeah.
Use the jar as an improvised weapon.
I know, but I'm just thinking...
She's looking to say, she's actually going to pop up on the top of the jar, stick her finger in the preservative liquid, and she's going to just lick her finger, and she's like, bleh. It would be better.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me think for a sec. Just wait for a sec. I am thinking. So, just out of curiosity, do my knowledge? I know how they, what these creatures are, how they, do things. Do I happen to know where they, would keep their equipment as well as stash, as well as stuff like that? Like where, because mind flayers are organized intelligence group, which means they do things in a logical ways. So
yeah, they probably divided it up and the mind flayers are probably keeping it in their own quarters.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, with the stuff I read about, there might be some stuff we can utilize, you know, where they put their stash, or at least where someone can, you know, where the servants are at, and from there, because when mind flayers, you know, took over the servants and all such, they wouldn't just destroy all their stuff, because some of them might be useful. So do I know where their layer, which part do they stash their, you know, equipment and such, the treasury?
You actually, well, first thing you know is that they actually place very little value on material wealth.
Okay.
They only see like gold and weapons and stuff as motivators for people they don't mind control. They don't keep them as value at all. So you don't know where they would put it. Second, you don't know the layout of this particular layer.
Okay.
So you don't know where they would keep it. And Dorovnia herself doesn't know where every door goes. She, as an orderly, she has to follow their directions.
Then I ask her, what are the places you know?
She says, I know where the prison is. I know where the prison is. I know the common room is. And I know the way back up into the asylum proper. But after that, not really. They don't let me roam around as I wish. Remember, I'm just an orderly.
Yes, I understand.
I also know where the elder brain is. We are going to try to avoid that chamber if at all possible.
Definitely. But what I'm saying is, if we go through, you know, the common room, they would know that you didn't follow orders to take me to.
She's just going to say, no, ye have little faith. And then she's going to actually stuff you down her shirt.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then she's just going to. Yep.
Well, the thing is.
It's like one of those awkward anime hugs.
Yeah. No, it's not like that. I'm just thinking we need to find something that could help us along the way. Like, it's highly unlikely we can get past all the guards along the way without proper, you know, tools and such. Sure, I can control 1 or 2 slaves, but that's gonna it's gonna fail at some point, and we don't have any weapons to protect ourselves.
Yeah, the Romans will say, well, if you see someone with a weapon, just control them, and then I can take the weapon, beat them to death, and then you can control somebody else. It's fine.
All right, cool.
We got this. Don't worry. We got this. We're cool. We're good.
Awesome.
So, okay, let me get this straight. We are going. Where exactly are we right now?
She says, we are right now walking through the common room.
Okay.
You can see a couple of you can feel a couple of orderlies just like resting on the ground, like resting or just playing cards or just otherwise just hanging out.
Mm-hmm. So, no, I was wondering, are the orderlies mind controlled? Like, entirely? I believe so, right? It's in their nature to...
And some of them you think might be... You think that at least a few of them are mind controlled. In some way.
Okay. Just wondering, with my, control monster ability, can I, free them out of their control? I don't know.
No, you can, however,
override?
Take control of them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can override. The mind flayers won't be able to. You'll have to engage in a mental contest to override the mind flayers. The exception would be the elder brain. That is the one thing that is able to override you.
Yeah, I know.
So as long as you don't draw its attention, you'll be fine.
But it's impossible because once I tried anything, the elder brain, as long as it's awake, it will notice. Damn.
Not necessarily.
Because
I mean, I would assume that essentially, if this, because I know a little bit about elder brains. Essentially, if you keep dominating a ton of people,
you'll probably increase the likelihood of it.
Yeah, it's
noticing you,
like
but if you only do
awareness.
one yeah, I would
Awareness
say
level,
like if you do one or two, I don't think it's going to notice you. Honestly,
Well, Dorovnia is going to assure you that you could probably dominate a significant number in a row before it starts to notice something is wrong.
Really?
One of the games that the Mind Flayers like to play is they take their orderlies and then they take turns trying to dominate them mentally, see who can hold control over it for the longest, while the other one tries to regain control.
Okay.
So you can easily just kind of stealth your way mentally with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And sometimes they do make the orderlies fight. So anytime if you kill a couple, the Elder Brain will probably just think, it's another fight. Shit happens.
Okay.
No Tuesday.
Yeah. So with my telepathy, can I detect what they're thinking? Like, surface thoughts.
Yeah, you can detect like a couple of them are, like I said, a couple are just playing cards or rolling dice. The ones who are just sitting there, they got nothing. They're just completely blank mind, just waiting for something to give them an order.
Okay. I'll save the riot option later. For now, if we can get past the guards stealthily.
By the way, just so you know, so you can only dominate one at a time. You're not a Mind Flayer. You're not an Elder Brain.
Yeah, definitely.
So just one at a time.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is like, stir up, dominate one at a time, making the other think that, there's a breakout or whatever. So, yeah, but for now, maybe just be quiet.
Alright, as Dorovnia leads you through, takes you through, she is going to whisper to you that she knows where there's a bell in the asylum. It's rung at meal times, which are rare and very infrequent for the inmates here.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time the bell rings, they tend to go into an insane frenzy.
Okay.
So if rung at the correct time, it could cause a riot.
Okay.
That would be interesting.
Where is this bell?
Upstairs, Dorovnia is going to lead you out of the lair, up a spiral staircase, and open up a secret door built into the food basement.
Okay.
Damn it! We could have found that.
Yeah.
Yes, you could have.
could've.
She's going to take you upstairs, and through your telepathy, you can feel the mind of an inmate just sitting on the stairs, just like nothing going on in their head. What happened with the other inmate was that he actually rolled off the table and broke his neck on a chair and died. So sad.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do they have anything useful on them?
No.
Okay.
Unless you think inmate shit is useful.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Well, I mean, they're in straitjackets. I would assume they don't have like coin.
No weapons.
Not weapons.
Yeah, so,
more like stuff, ropes, anything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
just moving on.
Yeah, Dorovnia is going to go up the stairs, and then she's going to open up a compartment in the wall where there's a rope, and she's going to pull you out of her shirt and show you the rope. She says, "This is the magic rope. We pull this, the inmates go insane. Insaner than they already are."
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we should pull it now. Do we? So, how far are we to the exit? Just wondering. Right now.
She says,
And is there? Well, what's the layout? What are the securities?
She says, "Well, there is a gate. There's an entrance gate. We just need to leave this building, walk up to the gate, open it up, unlock it, open it up, and we will be in a city somewhere. I don't know what the city is."
Yeah, the thing is, do you have keys? And do they have any guards that's guarding the gate?
They probably have guards standing outside the gates or something, but I can always just run away. We can always run. It helps. But speaking of keys, she reaches into her trouser pockets and pulls out a ring of keys and jingles it in front of you. There's like 3 keys on there, but you know what? It's keys.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
This has to work.
Yeah, it
So-
will work, but I can't go out like this.
Just why not?
As you can see, I'm just a brain.
Says, well, that's why. Well, then you go back in the search. You go, and then we'll find like a temple or something that can give you a new body.
What about my old body? What about
She says,
my
"Look,
possible
she says,
friends who came in for rescue? I
What?
can't-
You don't know that.
Yeah,
She says, look,
I'm pretty
Sal,
sure they
two
will
things.
notice
One-
my missing, and they will
yeah,
come.
so
for me.
one, we don't know. They don't know where you are. They don't know where you've been taken. Second, like I said, I would be more than happy to crack open Mind Flayer skulls, but I have no weapon. They don't allow orderlies to carry weapons here. I'm useless to you in this state. We need to go out, regroup, probably get your old body back. Hopefully get your old body back. If we can't, we'll get you a brand new one. And then hopefully that one will be able to use weapons and paladin stuff. And then we can come back here and we can beat up every Mind Flayer we find. Alright, right now we are in no position to fight. Alright, so don't worry about it, and don't worry about your old body. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but it's probably not that bad. And that's when the door opens and Zombie Sal is leading in Kelby and Meepo.
I immediately saw my old body, and I tried to dominate the monster inside my brain.
Alrighty, so you are casting Dominate Monster on
Yes.
the Intellect
What's the
Devourer in
DC?
your brain. Well, it's your spell save DC.
All right, then it's 14.
Alright,
Oh, sorry. I did this the wrong way.
Wisdom save.
I'm gonna use Channel Divinity first. Does that even work?
Not as a brain, no.
Okay, then ignore me.
So, alright, so your dominated body is able to the monster dominating is actually able to shrug you off.
Yep, noticed.
So I'm confused. Are they in the room with us? So I just see.
Yeah, you guys are in the same room with me.
So I see. I see. I see.
She has pulled off her wig. When Sal watches, she quickly pulled her wig off, and so you can see her white hair and overly muscled physique. She's holding a jar with the brain in it with eyeballs, and you've got Sal with you. What do you do, Kelby?
What? What are you doing here?
Kelby, it's me.
She says, I was teleported here. What are you doing here? Also, this
I
is
hear
Sal
the-
right here.
I hear the voice of.
Jar.
I hear the voice of Sal,
In
and
your
then I'm
brain,
immediately like,
yeah.
but if he's.
That's
Wait,
an Intellect
if-
Devourer. Attack him.
Oh God!
Yep.
I'm gonna immediately turn to the body and go, ah! And I'm gonna freak out and punch. Oh boy. Oh jeez.
So just so you know,
Yeah, I know.
Zombie Sal can actually, say, I'm not an imposter. He is the imposter.
Yeah, but I used Dominate Monster on him, right? So even
Oh,
if he
no,
shrug it
he's-
off, there's a
Yeah,
split
he's-
second I can send the message, so he couldn't respond. Yep.
So Zombie Sal's probably like, no, wait.
He's gonna pause for a second, and then he's gonna say something. Enough time.
I mean, I heard a voice in my head, and I saw. Now I was already a little bit like
Jumpy.
something's wrong about this from the
Yeah.
get-go. So I'm just gonna. It's more of a panicked punch than anything to
Yeah.
Zombie Sal. All right, I'll panic punch Zombie Sal in the face. I'll roll an
Okay.
attack.
No!
Against,
Zombie! No. Cell friend! Kelby friend!
you break his nose.
Stunning strike.
All right. In that case, I would like Sal's body to make the Constitution save.
Alright, cool.
Because I'm using the Intellect Devourer for the mental stats.
Yep. Oh shit, I have protection. Shit.
You don't have protection. It doesn't have you.
Oh, then it's a 14.
It's like a toy with. It's like a toy. It's just 14.
Yeah, it
It's like
doesn't
a toy
have my
without batteries.
abilities. True.
Unfortunately, 14, I think, is the DC.
So is that a just make? Or is that a failure?
Well, that's a make.
All
That's
right.
just make. Well, I do get 2 punches if possible.
Yeah.
Can I punch
Yeah,
again?
you can punch him again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, this is my last key point. This is gonna break my plan.
Oh,
right.
that actually hits. Nice.
Yeah, it's another hit. He's unarmored. His body is unarmored.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And my last key point to do stunning strike.
Nice.
All right, so another con save, Sal.
Please roll low.
Come on. Nice.
Yes.
I failed.
It's stunned. It's stunned, just standing there, and
Kill!
it's like,
The zombie cell is trying to
there's
say,
like-
"Kill me, Fred!" And just.
All right, I'm
jacket
going to.
him.
I'm straight.
jacket
Yeah,
him,
straight
quick.
jacket him immediately. There's a straight jacket in this room. I'm assuming, or anything.
Yeah, you're back in the storage room.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
a
okay,
lot of
yeah,
straight straight jackets.
So make a sleight of hand check. You can
I'm like,
also-
Meepo, can you help me, please? 11.
Yeah, Meepo's able to kind of straight
10.
jacket him. You're not able to do much better. But you are able to find a gag that you're able to put in Zombie Cell's mouth.
Okay. So what? Sorry, I forget her name. What is her name again?
Dorovnia.
Darovnia. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Darovnia and I'll be like, "What the heck is happening?
Well,
Somebody please explain to me why Sal is in a brain and there's a zombie Sal."
Mind flayers. It's very simple. It's all very simple. The asylum is run by mind flayers who feed on the insane brains of the inmates here.
yep.
Kel's gonna twitch.
I
Where's your sword?
yeah, I
Where's the
explained
sword?
to
There
Kelby
is no
the
sword.
situation.
There's no sword. I don't know what the mind flayers do with your stuff, but there is no sword.
You know what? We're just gonna leave and we're gonna come
Yes.
back later. I'm going to summon. I'm gonna summon Aisha.
Aisha. So you summon her. Aisha just shows up and is like, "So, am I here to kick ass or get you out?"
Get us out, including including her and the brain in the
So
jar.
he's like, "Hi there."
Hi.
Yeah. And Aisha's
Nice
like,
to see you,
"Yeah,
Aisha."
Hi.
I just sent her
Hi.
the telepathic
Yeah.
message.
Yep, and then she is going to just plane shift all of you out of the Shadowfell and back to the monastery.
All right.
So you are there, and you see the mind flayer. And now that you're in some proper light, you see the intellect devourer has not really been kind to Sal's body, or Sal in his feeble-minded state was not kind to it. You're not sure which, but it does definitely look like he has soiled himself repeatedly
Oh,
and
God.
rolled around in it. You're gonna need a good long shower after this.
Well, we'll get you a shower, Sal. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
No, it's
okay?
No,
Okay.
Aisha's like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Aisha's gonna say, okay, what is going on here?
Okay, I'm catching up, but I think the mind flayers took out Sal's brain, and it's in a jar, and this is some sort of weird. There's some sort of creature inside the body of that Sal, and I point to the
It's
body.
an intellect devourer, and
Yeah.
I was attacked by this. I guess things have to go back. First, I was teleported from here to a temple, and which by my comrades, the servants of the Raven Queen herself, they summoned me into questioning why the bill was sent. Apparently, I was lured into making a deal with Neogis and signed a huge debt. Well, bury myself in a huge debt and send the bill to the temple. So they want to find out why. And then the Nagpa came. And
You
he
don't know
did
what it-
something to my brain. The rest of the part is foggy. I still can't figure out what happened. The next thing I know, I was a brain in a jar.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, just another day. So, what do we do with him? And she points to Zombie Sal.
Take out the monster, squash it, and get over it.
Aisha says, I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Do we know if there's any maybe in the libraries any books that could tell us how to deal with like intellect eaters or
Anything, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe. Durovnia, right? Durovnia, was it? Yeah, be a dear. Take Kelby, Sal, and Meepo to the library, the Earth Temple, and sit and figure out what, if anything, can be done about this.
I can point you the
intellect
direction.
devourer.
Yeah, I sent
As
a
for the
message.
as for your body cell, I will hang it by the straitjacket from over the edge so it can't escape.
Okay.
Either take it and fly out and hang it from an outcropping above the bottomless gulf of the air dormitory.
Jesus.
And Sal, you never knew that you could make those squealing sounds that the mind flayer is making your body make. It said squealing in terror.
I just look at it in disgust. That's all.
I just look at Sal's brain in a jar, and I'm like, don't worry, Sal, we're going to fix this, okay? Okay?
We're
going to fix this.
I use mental image to do a shrug.
Okay. And I will make my way towards the library.
Yeah,
I'm very fast. I am very, very fast. I don't have Step of the Wind because I'm out of key points, but I am very fast.
All right. All right, so you go there, and as you get there, Kelby, you see for the first time Maha, the Grell Library.
Yeah.
Float down. You see basically a large floating brain with tentacles dangling down and a big black beak.
Ah, they're already here!
Relax, that's what it looks like. Hey,
Hello, my
Maha.
friends. How are you doing here?
I just sent him a message.
Huh? Where are you? I can hear your voice in my head, but I cannot see you.
The jar.
Where are you? Oh,
Hey there.
what happened to you?
Well, mind flayers. Long story short, mind flayers.
I see. So, you want to know how to get your revenge on the mind flayers?
Well, I want to know
Yes.
how to get my old body back first. So,
Right.
Intellect Devourer. Intellect Devourer.
Right.
Do you know how to deal with them?
He's going to say,
Well, maybe. Come in. We'll find out.
Yep.
We will
Okay.
figure this out together.
Together! And also, Sal, you're gonna have to explain to me. Adventure. Like Sal, like Kel's looking at Sal and being like, "You're gonna have to explain to me why there's a talking brain in this library, because this is a weird day for me. Not gonna lie."
it's weirder for me. So,
Yeah.
yep.
Nobody wakes up ready for what the day will bring them.
Truer words have never been said. So I will help out and look through the books if possible.
all right, yeah, he's going to pull out a book and set it down. And you flip through it. It's a treatise on. It's a thing on mind flayers.
In the meantime,
Let's see. If the host body drops to 0 hit points, the intellect devourer must leave. Protection from good and evil cast on the body can also drive the intellect devourer out.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Its brain can, if the brain has been destroyed, it can be restored by wish, and if that happens, the intellect devourer is forced out. Additionally, the devourer can voluntarily leave the body and teleport out. And the body will then die unless the brain is restored within 1 round.
Yeah, but none of us know how to proceed the surgery. To properly place me inside my head. It's not like it just dump the brain inside. It needs to reattach.
yeah, it's not like, we
Yeah.
can't, Team Fortress 2 this and just
Yeah.
drop the heart in the
Yeah.
body and just go, yep, that's good enough for us.
Well, that looks good.
Yeah, basically.
Are you weak for this? Well, no. But as long as you are, can you force your chest open a little more? I can't cram it!
Hey, Maha.
No! Oh, don't be such a baby.
Yeah.
Let's go back.
They don't.
What were you going to say, Sal?
I just look at him and look at Durovnia. Does any one of you know how to cast reincarnate?
Thomas is like, I think you need to be dead for that to work.
Well, that can be easily fixed.
No. You are not killing yourself. No. Not while we have your body. Not when there's a chance we can stuff your brain back inside your body. I can cast the. What the heck is that? What the hell is that cantrip that allows you to preserve bodies for rest?
Gentle repose. Gentle repose.
Gentle repose. Yes, I can cast gentle repose. I can keep your body from rotting until we find someone who can do this. All right?
We can fix this.
Yeah, it can be fixed. You can get your old body back.
Kel's gonna actually get very serious with this with Sal and say, Sal, I can't let another one of my friends die in front of me.
It'll be only temporary.
I can't let that happen.
I can't live like this. And I use telepathic scream against him.
Ow.
Emotion just burst at this point. It's
just you screaming mentally.
Yeah, I know. It's not an attack. It's just loud voices hammering your head. That's it. Well, loud inner voices hammering your head. I can't live like this.
I'm not asking you to do that, Sal. I'm just asking you just to let us check all of our options, okay? I know that this is hard, and I'm trying to be strong, all right? All of this time, I have been working so hard to be strong, all right, so that I can deal with these kind of situations and help people to the best of my abilities. And I'm hurting right now, okay? I am hurting inside at what is going through you. I'm hurting inside for what happened to Philo, and I just want to help out in what little way that I can. We can't be making any rash decisions, or else people are going to get hurt. All I'm asking for you is to just have a little bit of patience, okay?
You just received no message at all, like dead silence from him. Yeah.
Sounds emotional state. Yeah.
Mother.
But
yeah.
basically.
Basically.
But yeah, Kel's gonna go. Mr. Maha, do we know if there are any, like, we know that Lester Restoration could maybe get the brain out, but do we know
protection from good and evil.
Protection from good and evil.
Spell.
Do we know if there's maybe like any?
I can cast a spell. No. I just said at this moment I can cast a spell.
You just need your body back. You do not have your body.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. We just Kel's gonna think.
Oh,
Kel's gonna think.
Hold on a second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Does command work? It only requires verbal component, and I'm thinking
you cannot speak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're a brain.
You're communicating.
Well, telepathy doesn't count.
No, probably not.
It has to be verbal. It's because if it would count, then you'd be able to think your spells if you were affected by silence.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, because I'm trying to think if there's anything.
Sorry,
but
Channel Divinity should have worked because it doesn't require any components or anything. Let me check. Can I scare him out of my body? Because, hold on, let me see.
Might work.
Yeah, because as an action, I can force each creature of my choice that I can see to make a wisdom save. On a fail, the creature is frightened, and the frightened creature, well,
can't stay near the source, so he'd have to use his action to move.
Yeah.
It's just gonna say, Miles gonna say, well, it might work. It also might cause him to make your body leap off a cliff.
Yeah, true. Damn it. I can command it, but it has to fail its save first. Then I can control it. I have this weird dominating thing.
Well, I mean, it's always worth a shot, and then at least that's one part of the problem solved.
Yeah. I guess so. Let's give it a try, then.
Okay.
All right. Well, what are you gonna do? All right. You're gonna walk up to it, and Maha's going to be following you curiously.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna first use Channel Divinity to make him scared, so he will have disadvantage on saving throws and such. If that works.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I can post this for you. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna do. So what's
Yeah.
the DC to try to keep him
That will be
scared?
my DC of 14. And if he's frightened, then I use Dominate Monster mind controlling thing to force him out of my body.
To make him have a disadvantage,
Yes.
kind of thing.
True.
All right, you're gonna try to use dominate. All right, you scare him. He starts immediately trying to wriggle the body off. Of
I
the,
am
get away.
gonna use before he's trying to use my meat shell to wiggle away. I use Dominate Monster on it and force the Devourer itself, not my body, to leave. Yeah.
All right, so it teleports onto the spur that your body is hanging from, and it immediately starts scurrying away from you.
Smash
No,
it.
it's not going to. You control it. You control it. You can make it leap off to its death if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, that works.
I'm gonna make it leap so high, and then end it up in a spike like rock. Just get pierced through.
Well, you can't actually see the bottom. It's gonna splatter somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Sal, let's imagine that there's a spiked rock, one at the very bottom that's just
Yeah, it's not gonna. It's gonna die from the fall.
Yeah, but we can imagine.
We can
that,
imagine.
because
You can't rob that away from me.
We can hope in our hearts.
Yeah.
All right, so your body just goes limp.
All right. Well, somebody do something, or else I'll need to die.
The Ronin says, technically, I think you just did. I think your body just died.
Okay,
Well, shit.
that's amazing.
But that's fine. That is fine. We can find someone with clerical magic or something and knowledge of the brain, and they can stitch your brain back inside your body, and I can gentle repose it until that time.
Okay.
Then my
just-
brain is trapped in a corpse.
She says, technically your brain is trapped in a jar.
No, I mean when you said before, some cleric can gentle repose the body and put.
She says, no, I can gentle repose the body. Some cleric can bring you back.
Okay, cool.
Like a resurrection kind of thing, or
Yes,
that's what I'm
exactly.
assuming. That's what I'm assuming.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, Maha's going to gently retrieve the body. And she's also like, well, anyone know a cleric?
No
Well,
clue.
I mean, what didn't we know clerics and what happened to that one cleric in Barovia? Or
That was-
because
That was me.
Yeah, that was Durovnia.
I remember you.
That was
But,
Durovnia, the cleric. The only cleric we know.
I guess I'm gonna talk to Durovnia then and say,
Yeah.
Durovnia, do you have any friends, like maybe other clerics that you know?
She
that
says,
might be-
no one? No, unfortunately, no one that I know
Yeah.
of.
I'm
If
trying to think.
if she knew, she would said so before.
Well, maybe in the library there's some maps of like places. Oh,
You know what?
Maybe,
Hold on.
Maybe ice. Maybe
Yeah,
ice could
that's
help
what
us.
I'm thinking.
Maybe
The
Lakewoods.
the
So,
Lakewood
yeah,
family have a lot of magical items. Or
Yeah,
reach.
they have a lot of magical influence. If
So
anyone could find us a
maybe-
cleric with these powers, it'd definitely be the Lakewoods. And
But do
have been
we know
friends
how
with them.
to get in contact with her? I don't think so.
What Maha is going to... Actually, not Maha. Aisha has been... saw you guys come out to the body, and she's been watching this. And she's going to say, well, I think I might be able to communicate with them.
Okay.
If
I mean,
you
a call
can.
from a djinn... I'm technically as a djinn, I'm nobility, and a call from me is not just something they can just, ignore.
Okay. That would be very
Okay.
much appreciated.
We greatly appreciate it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe say that this is the people from before, Sal and Kelby.
Yeah. By the way, sorry, just asking the DM right now. How long do I have as a brain in a jar? Because I assume that they have.
You die within 1 round of being removed from the jar.
No,
As long as
no,
you're
no.
in the
I
jar,
mean.
you can stay there indefinitely.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that's good news. I thought I only have a few days before I.
No. No, the mind flayers need to keep you. I mean, your fluid will need to be changed every few days or so, just to.
Yeah, that's what I
From
meant.
getting gunked up.
Yeah.
Is to keep it mostly from getting gunked up. Otherwise, your brain it'll still preserve your brain.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Like, so they need to change the fluid, so I won't get stuck, right?
Aisha is going to stop, but she's going to say, "You know what? We don't actually have to call the Lakewoods."
Why is that?
She says, "Kelby, I need you. We can call the Lakewoods if you like, but if you very specifically wish for me to bring Sal back by putting the brain in the jar, by putting the brain from the jar back into his body, I can do that."
You can do that?
I can't ask Kelby
I
to
need
waste a
you
wish
to
spell
make it-
for me.
She says, "Well, Sal, you can do it too, but you need to make the wish. You need to tell me that's what you wish."
Wait, does Sal get 3 wishes as well?
Yeah, every one of you gets 3 wishes.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay.
She's able to grant 3 wishes to any creature, but only one. She can only do those 3. She can only grant 3 wishes to any creature. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You can't wish for multiple wishes.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Honestly, Sal's going to say, Sal, this is the least that I can do for helping. You've helped me so much through this journey. You and Philo. I don't mind using one of my wishes. Okay?
No,
And you should save yours.
no, totally fine. I thought only you get to wish if it's for everyone.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. She can
Then I can totally use it.
grant. Yeah, she can grant 3 wishes to a creature that isn't a genie. That's her limit. Once she has granted her limit of wishes, she can't grant wishes for a year and a day.
Okay. Got it.
She can only expend her limit of wishes on a specific creature only once in that creature's existence.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I would.
desire
If that's workable and
it is.
it doesn't require anyone else's but mine only, counts like wish counts.
Yeah,
then I would totally do
I would
it.
say that we should do it.
Yeah, I
I'd
would
say we
totally
should
do
totally
it.
do it.
All right.
How should I word it so it won't backfire? Damn it.
You write it down. Kella's gonna get a piece of paper and some ink, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna write it
We're
out.
gonna let Aisha out first so that I won't
Aisha's
accidentally
there.
wish for
Aisha's
something.
we've been talking to her the whole time.
No. I'm gonna ask Aisha to go out first before I make any
Oh,
rash.
leave the room.
Yeah,
so that
or
she
else I
doesn't-
will
we
suddenly.
fuck up and just like,
Yeah.
that's it, got it.
That's it. Yeah. Then I'll be turned into a mind flayer or shit. Yeah. So definitely not. Don't want that. All right.
Well, if you're going to be guarding against absurd things like that, you might as well say, "And I don't want to rain chickens from heaven."
Man.
I guess.
Yeah.
I
So
wish
we are
for-
trying to write it down, I guess. Let me
All right,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me check the wish spell. Sorry, this is. I need to word
This
this
is this is the first time we've
perfectly.
ever cast Wish.
Yes.
This is interesting for us.
I
yeah.
I hate for anything that can be exploited to happen.
I wish everybody too.
All right. Let's see.
Brain.
Okay.
this jar
Alternatively, a
to
magic
be-
blah blah blah. Use up to regain all the points. You can see resistance.
Return
Okay.
to the original body of Salvatore.
I wish I
Body.
Salvatore.
Oh wait, no. In
Star
a
Vex.
resurrected state.
X.
All right, here's my example.
Okay. Let me see.
This jar to be returned to the original body of Salvatore in a resurrected state. Alright.
To hold on. I wish I Salvatore Starbucks to be.
I don't think that's bad. I think that's specific enough.
resurrected state. Yeah, to be restored. My
Memories
body
intact? Question mark.
totally intact.
I'm pretty sure Sal's gonna have a much like Kel's gonna have this like he has these couple lines, and Sal's gonna have like an essay.
Yeah, I really hope this won't backfire, so I'm really careful.
All right, I'll be right back in a second.
Well,
All right.
technically, Aisha is the one who's casting the wish, so she has really no reason to try to pervert the meaning of the wish.
Yeah, I know, but I am. Wish spells, they can be mistranslated in casting. It's not the
Yeah, that is
caster's intent, but maybe something went wrong. Totally intact with memories. Anew with memories. Original body. All right. You know what? I guess I'll just, because I'm writing similar to Kelby's writing, I guess I'll just use his. How about this? I'm just asking you as a DM. I wish I, Salvatore Star of X, to be restored in my original body with memories totally intact in a resurrected state. That would do it. I hope so.
Yeah, like I said, Aisha's the one who's making the wish. So she has no reason to try to change the meaning. I'm just going to assume that she words it in a way to give you what you want.
All right, cool. Then I'll do it.
All right.
Yep.
Aisha. Aisha is going to cast the wish on your behalf.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Aisha casts the wish, and you see the brain and the eyes just vanish from inside the jar. Sal, you wake up in your body. The first thing you see is the eyes the mind flayer having been pushed out by your original eyes, falling off of the bridge.
That's gross.
Down the bottomless gulf.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're awake.
And I'm fully resurrected, so that means everything back to full.
Yep. The time you were feeble-minded is still a fog, though.
I specifically said with my memories intact, so
Yeah. All right.
does that jog my memories of my lost time?
It does a little you remember like the mind flayers just sticking their tentacles inside various holes in your head. They remember them probing your mind and looking at your memories.
Not that part.
Yes. No, I said you remember.
No.
This is what happened.
Yeah, he's describing.
Your memories have been restored. And
Okay.
you remember what happened when you remember the pain as the mind flayer sawed the top of your head off and carefully extracted your brain.
Yeah, I know, but before that, when the Nagpa, feeble-minded
Yes.
me,
He
the
wants to remember that.
void,
He does.
the gap,
He does.
the memory gap. I
you
want to
remember
know. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember him. You remember wandering around. You remember the Raven Queen Knights taking you to the asylum.
All right. Okay. I remember their faces, right? I remember who they are.
Technically, they were wearing handkerchiefs or balaclavas.
Okay.
They're like kind of the special forces kind of
Yeah,
guys.
but I remember
figured.
their, dressings. I remember their voice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I stood up, I guess.
In their defense, they had no idea that you'd been feeble-minded. They thought you were just a lunatic.
Still, they're on my hit list. I'm gonna write it down.
Gonna switch from paladin to chaotic evil.
No, I'm gonna switch from Paladin to Oathbreaker at this point. Fuck you. Like, seriously.
Fuck you, Raven Queen.
Yeah. Like, totally fuck you. This this is too much for Cell at this point. Like, in his defense, he never done anything to disobey, to go out of path, and this has been a really huge hit in his faith. You never know that
Aisha's going to quietly suggest that maybe you should just,
Well, they're not
sleep on
here.
that decision.
They're not here, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aisha can tell, though, what's going on.
Yeah.
She's been around a while. She knows, like, when people are getting angry. And she's going to say, you know what? Maybe you should just take a moment and get sleep on that decision.
Let's all rest, Sal. That's all I'm asking. Let's just rest. Let's just.
You've all had very trying experiences.
Yeah.
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 Well, at this moment, Cell just, walked to his chamber without a word. He definitely nodded for, Aisha and their friends, like, motion thank you, but it's stiff. Like an angry person knowing that his friends helped him, so he wants to express gratitude, but at this point he's too angry to actually say anything. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you get there, you find that all your stuff is still piled up neatly there.
All right, I put on my equipment and I just sit there and relive the pain in my mind. I want to burn it. Like, Cell at this point want to burn the pain in his mind so that he will never forget what it was like.
But for the mind flayers to
yeah, just, like, at this point he's descending to hate. Like,
well, mind flare, like I said, the reason why I just said to sleep on it is because what the Raven Queen people did, they had no idea.
Yeah, I know. Rationally, we all know that.
Yeah.
People who think rationally can tell, and but
he's just completely irrational.
Yeah, at this point he's emotional and he feels so angered that his so-called comrade didn't respect him. They kidnapped him out of his will, probed around his mind, and didn't do a really good job to protect him, and then just throw him into asylum before further checks. A cleric might have been helpful to remove my feeble-minded states and to get to the bottom of this, but they didn't. They just throw him into the mind flayer's hand. So don't expect him to think rationally at this point.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So when Aisha says,
Dorovnia, you left, but Dorovnia said, no, if everywhere was a time for wine, this would be the time for wine.
Yep.
I would like some tea. I think I could go for some tea.
You mean wine, and by tea you mean
yeah, that's her thing. Yeah.
Kel is probably like, you know what? Yeah, Kel at this point, he's also had a trying couple days because he's seen one of his friends leave him. He's seen his friends die. He's seen his friends have to get resurrected, and seen his friends being a brain. So yeah, he's actually kind of down. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, I think it's one of those days.
Yeah.
Fill me up, buddy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wine is in the water tower.
Okay, I will go get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll walk over to the water tower.
All right, so Sal, you're just gonna kind of just sleep with all of your stuff.
No, I'm not gonna sleep. Like I said, I'm gonna sit there and
he's just
relive the moment over and over and over.
He's just focusing on, that's basically what he's going to do for the night. Just focus on the memory. And I'm going to go get wine from the cellar, if possible.
All right. Actually, it's technically not in a cellar. Technically, the wine is stored in an attic.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yes, it's a wine attic. And what would be a good thing to be guarding the wine, I wonder?
A water elemental that's filled with wine.
A wine elemental.
A wine elemental, yes.
Yes, I love it.
Actually, since I already established that, So technically not a wine elemental, it's a wine weird.
Nice.
Wine
That's
weird,
even better.
It's a stats
Nice.
of water weird, except
Nice.
it tastes like wine when it gets in your mouth.
Yay.
That's amazing.
They are.
Yeah, you find like this wine fountain, and as you get close, like you see the wine weird actually just stands up. It looks like a giant fish made of purple wine. And it's kind of like
Hi.
to squint at you.
Hi, my name is Kelby Castor. Me and my friends have had a really rough day, so we were just wondering if we could get a little bit of wine, if that's okay with you.
Well, it's going to open its mouth as it looks at you, and it doesn't say anything. Just like out of its mouth just comes wine, just pouring out.
Okay, I'll try and catch. Is there a thing to store it?
Yes, there are mugs nearby.
Mugs. Is there any bottles? Because I feel like carrying mugs across this elemental plane, it's going to be slightly tricky.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll say yes, there are bottles.
Okay, I'm just going to fill up a couple bottles, maybe 2. Yeah, let's do 2 bottles. You know, we don't want to fucking get super sloshed, but I think Kel is not like gonna get at least 2 bottles full of wine. So.
Yeah, and then as you fill the bottle, after you fill the bottles up, the elemental holds out a wine hand. A hand made of wine.
Nice.
I just realized I don't have any money.
You can just grab the wine and run.
I'm going to say.
Dorovna's actually going to stick a finger in the thing and lick the wine, and then she's going to lick it, and she's going to say, not as good as Champagne de l'Estampes, but it'll do.
But I feel like he is asking me to pay him.
Yeah. Well, you don't actually have to pay him. Yeah, if you have anything of value, that'll also work.
I have. I know what I can give him. I can give him the sedative. I have 1 left.
All right, you give him the sedative, and he's just gonna look at it like, "What is this?" And
It
he's
is
shake it a bit.
It's a very powerful mind flayer sedative. It's very rare, very special.
Yeah, it's just gonna shrug and then just sink back into the wine fountain.
Okay. Hopefully that was worth 2 bottles of wine. Probably.
Nico's just like, "Well, it's not attacking you, so maybe it was."
Yeah. Okay. Is there like a great hall where we could just all sit down and?
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back. I want cheese.
Okay, and we'll get you good cheese this time. Good cheese.
As you cross the bridge, as you're crossing the bridge back to the central hub that'll take you to the air towers, like, yes, good cheese. I want some. Gonna be, and he just throws up over the side.
Thank God it's a bottomless pit. You're probably gonna hit the intellectual eater down there somewhere.
At the bottom of the pit, like someone is like just looking down, looking at he sees the splattered remains of the intellect. He's poking. It's like, hey, get over here. Have a look at this. Yeah, that looks like I don't know what it is. Looks like someone threw a brain down here. What do you think is going on up there? Yeah, I don't know. It's probably them kids again. And then the bottle, the glass jar that Sal was in falls down and cracks one of them on the head.
Oh, God.
Man. Keels over. It's like, what the heck is going on up there? And then the vomit hits him in the face.
Oh, God. These poor people.
It's just like, okay, God, I think you made your point. I'll pay the parking ticket.
The parking ticket, yes.
All right, I will repent. Off to purgatory I go. So if Kelby does make it, he just wants to pour some glasses for Meepo, for Aisha, and obviously Dorovnia.
No, Dorovnia's just going to take a bottle.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Dorovnia's going to take a bottle. And I guess I'm just going to sit down and I'm actually going to say to Dorovnia, thank you, Dorovnia.
Yeah, you're welcome. The Morning Lord put me there to keep put me there. I didn't know why I was sent to the asylum, but I was, and well, I was apparently sent there to save your friend Sal, our friend.
Kel just kind of smile. Yeah, I don't. I've just kind of noticed I'm not really good at being in a leadership position. I mean, that's why I kind of always looked up to Sal and Philo. Like they had ideas, they could take charge, and that's why I was so.
Hopefully Aisha can teach you that.
I'm gonna look to Aisha. Do you think you can?
She's gonna say, I can only teach you by example.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I
So,
can't.
sorry, what were you gonna say?
She's just gonna say, I can't give it. I can't hit you on the head and give it to you.
Okay. No, I understand. That's not how the world works. I know. I guess that was a lesson that my father was going to teach me one day. I just, never got it. And I've always been traveling with much more confident people, like Agnes and you guys and Sal,
Yeah.
and it's hard when you get thrown into the limelight like that. It's all I know is that I need to get strong because I feel like I failed Philo. If I had just been quicker or stronger, then he wouldn't have died, and maybe he wouldn't have left. I don't know. I
Well, maybe did you ever feel like that? Maybe Philo failed you. That his inability to stand up for himself and for you let you guys down.
I don't want him to think that way because I hate it when people don't talk or don't tell how they're feeling, because that kind of emotions, they bottle up inside and they hurt. They really, really hurt. I just hope that if Philo was feeling that it was his fault, that I wish he would have told me so I could tell him that it wasn't. But the best that I can do right now is complete my training. Work hard every day so that way I can tell Philo how I'm feeling. And right now I have to figure out a way to help out Sal because at this point I'm really worried about him. I always feel that others might have been better equipped to deal with that. I'm not exactly a cleric or like a paladin or anything like that. All I'm saying is that I appreciate all you're doing for us, Aisha. I really, really do.
Jesus, well, you know what kind of a teacher would I be if I wasn't?
That's true. All right, and I sip my wine, and I look at them and I say, I think I'm gonna go to bed now, if that's okay with you guys. Okay?
Okay, you're to bed.
Yep, and there I go.
Alright, and to bed you all go. Meanwhile, Sal, you're just still sitting there, just constantly focused and just getting angrier and angrier.
Yep.
As you get angrier and angrier, you just you don't really notice the darkness around, the shadows around you just get deeper and deeper. Yeah, you don't really notice when something just steps out beside you and says very quietly, "What do you want?"
Blade through the heart. I am spooky. Like at this point.
Make make an attack roll then
Yep.
with your sword.
I am super spooky at this point. I will attack anything or anyone that comes without a
Alright.
warning or notice.
Yeah, you just seems like you stab it like right to the shoulder.
Extra
there's a lot.
attack.
Yes.
Another strike.
Alright. Another hit.
Yep, another hit.
Alright.
That's it.
Yeah, he's just you hit him and he just what you see is a grotesque naked man just standing there. He's got arms that dangle all the way down to his knees, and on his instead of hands he has these large hooks made of bone. But what probably makes it even more disturbing is the fact that he's got two heads: a big head, a normal human head, and then another vestigial human head growing out at an angle, like out of his right shoulder.
Oh boy.
Doesn't look like a nice guy.
Well, he has your face on
Okay.
both faces, so
Yep. Even
he's
worse.
gonna look at you. He's gonna look at you. Just both faces just twist into a hideous grin. These hideous rictus grins. He's gonna say, "So, you want revenge?"
6 seconds.
What would you do to get it? We're not gonna ask for a pact or some shit. All right. So 6 seconds have passed.
Attack again.
All right. All right.
I am in rampage. There is no reasoning with a guy looks so intimidating.
Okay. Hang on. Just give me one moment here, because now that you've attacked him, he's just going to fight back. He's done. He can't reason with you. He's gonna all right.
Yep. I'm in
It's
hot,
not-
white, blind rage at this point.
Yes.
If I'm a barbarian, this is the moment I said I want to rage.
The key is that you have to rage towards an NPC to get a multi-class into barbarian.
Yeah.
Actually, in the first
That's the
hand.
point.
Yeah, you have to rage against the machine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So now that you attack him, he just starts getting. You see his eyes just glow, and the hideous grins on his face just get even wider. And he's like, "Yes, kill."
Yep.
And he's going to attack you back.
All right.
So, what is your AC?
18 because I'm fully armored with shield and everything.
All right, the first hit. All right, he's. Okay, let me see here. All right, so
You might
Alright,
be
so
able to
he-
block one.
he hits you
Yep.
twice. He swings at both hooks at you, and he hits you. You take 16 piercing damage and 19 psychic damage.
All right.
As the anger just grows even. It just grows.
So 35 total. All right. Cool.
Yep.
15. That's all right. 40, 50. All right. Cool.
Yep. Your
That-
turn.
Totally hits. I don't even think about healing myself. I use. All right. Let's see. I use Channel Divinity. To make him. I just said one word. Kneel.
So
Yep, I use my Channel Divinity. And I use Conquering Presence. The saving
to
throw
make
is
him
14. So, yeah. And with my bonus action, I throw Lugdana and, let her do her thing.
all right,
And I
he's
reach
not
more
frightened.
for hammer. Oh,
He's
and
not frightened.
he's not frightened? Okay, cool.
No.
Lugdana is gonna attack, I guess.
All right.
Yep. Flying sword attack. Just 5. Ignore the 2 now.
All right. Understood. Okay. So Donna is going to hit. That's your turn.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Now the two-headed monster style is going to attack.
All right, go ahead.
Actually, no. Hang on. I just took that. No. I just took a second look at his stats. That does not hit. A 17 is not good enough.
Yeah. So, so it's a miss. So how
Yeah.
much damage did that take?
It didn't take any.
Okay, cool.
From Logdana. So he is not kneeling. He is not doing that. He is going to attack you.
Okay, cool. So,
All right, plus. What'd you say your AC was?
18.
All right, so you take one hit, and you take one hit for a total of 16 piercing damage.
I'm down.
And just sink.
Yep.
Yeah, the rest of you, while you're drinking, you hear like Sal just give this hideous cackle.
Yep.
Keller just wanted to take a nap.
Yeah, Aisha's just gonna she's just gonna roll her eyes and just chug the whole thing, chug the wine.
I
She's
do
just like,
hear
"I'm
my
done
friend.
here."
I do hear it, and I just
Yeah.
go. I'll go check on it because I think at this point Kel would not know that it is.
Yeah,
is
it
true.
just feels
Yeah,
like
Aish-
he's.
Yeah, Aisha's gonna say, "Run, you better run."
Okay, and I'll start booking it.
All right, you book it. You burst open the door to his dormitory, and you see Sal has been violently hooked to death. And the monster that did it, like I said, is a giant, pale, naked version of him, with one head growing out of the top of his body like a normal person, and a second head growing out of the front of his right shoulder, and it's attached to the primary head. Both of those heads have Sal's faces. They have bright eyes and huge, hideous grins. It's got the hooks that are dripping with Sal's blood. And it turns to you and says, in Sal's voice, it says, "Another cadaver for the cart."
Ah!
Okay, Kelby, I'd like you to make a dexterity check, please.
A check or a saving throw?
A check.
Okay. Here's my question. During this entire exchange, have I been able to take a short rest at all?
Yes, you have been. You were saying
Okay.
on having wine and cheese.
You know what? That helps me out quite a bit. I'm going to burn all my hit dice so that I have a chance of surviving, because I have not healed.
Okay, good.
Alright, so
Nice.
let me just calculate my current health. Sorry
Holy
if this
fuck.
takes a second.
No, it's okay.
Probably.
Do your thing. Totally fine.
8 plus 4 plus 9 plus 6. Oh, yeah, I'm full. Okay. So I'm full,
Okay, good.
and I have all my key points. Okay.
All right,
First
so like I said,
things...
I want you to make a dexterity check right now.
Yeah, dexterity check. Absolutely. Okay. 11.
All right. You just instinctively just hold out your hand, and what happens is, Sal, before you go unconscious, you see Kelby burst open the door, scream, and then just hold out his hands like he's saying, "Stop, stop." But as he does, a blur of air comes out of his hand, smacks your thing in the face, and sends it stumbling back a few steps to the edge.
I did it! I did it!
Nice.
I actually did it!
Yeah, and it's gonna, and Angry Cell's gonna say, "Yeah, that's good. Die on a high note."
Oh my god. Do I roll for initiative or what's happening?
At this point, Aisha is going to come up, see what's going on, and she is going to use her magic to try to blast him out the window, out the side of the building.
Okay. Aisha, taken!
Yeah, she's tired. She shoves you behind her, and then she just blasts. She unleashes this like gale force wind, concentrated into almost like the pinprick point, and it blows a hole clean through this monster's chest and sends his body tumbling out the back. And you can hear it just like screaming impotently as it falls to its death.
Hopefully those two old guys are down there still. Oh god.
Hopefully.
Well, I'm down.
And then she's going to actually make a medicine check to try to stabilize Sal.
Can I assist her in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just give her advantage, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you just give her advantage, and she's able to successfully stabilize Sal.
All right.
And she's going to actually drag him out of that room. And she's going to put him in another cell. Another dorm. She's going to say, yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. I hoped it wouldn't be, but I hoped it wouldn't, but I didn't even really know, but she says, he ended up, when we all went to his room and we teleported around and when he got called out and everything, we created a connection to the Shadowfell, and it manifested a monster out of his anger. Like, I don't know how much anger he felt, but it must have been a lot if he was able to create something that horrible.
Do we know if it can do it again?
Not in this room, that's why I moved him.
Okay. So that room is off limits.
That room's off limits to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I would still. I'm looking at Aisha. That be that as it may, I would feel a lot more comfortable if nobody uses that room personally.
All right, yeah. Dorovnia came up just in time to see Aisha blast the monster out the side of the room, and she's going to cast Healing Word and restore Sal by 5 hit points.
All right.
Okay.
So that would mean I'm awake at this point.
Yep.
And
You're awake. You have no weapons. Aisha was very careful to take them away.
Okay. I immediately leap from the ground and I look around like a cornered animal in feral state, and I will be like, where is it?
It's gone.
Sal, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, it's all good. It's okay. We're all good now. Okay. I have my hands forward in a calming motion. Actually.
Okay. I was in a battle frenzy, and then now I see I'm surrounded by friends. I just kind of calm down, but you can tell that he is super jumpy. Still
Dorovnia is
alert.
going to say, Dorovnia is going to say, Sal, I am going to cast Calm Emotions on you.
Don't.
All right?
Don't.
Why not? Why not?
I want to feel it.
What do you want to feel?
I want to feel angry. I want to feel
Why do you
the
want to feel?
frustration. I want to feel
Why
the
do you want to
pain.
feel? Why?
So I can remember.
Yeah, that's not something you ever forget. Trust me. I have my own pain.
Sal, please.
You don't
Well,
get
you're
to
making
feel
your
pain when you get your brain dug out of your own body, and you have
Sal,
to watch.
if you want revenge against the Mind Flayers, I will be, once I get weapons and armor, of course, I will be more than happy to go alongside you and kill every one of them. But right now, calm down. Just take a deep breath. Getting mad right now, yelling at your friends, whatever happened in that room, it will not help. You can remember the pain and not go apeshit.
Kel's gonna
That's
also
Aisha
say-
talking, right?
No, that's Dorovnia.
Oh, sorry.
She's,
That's Dorovnia. Okay.
Yeah,
Got
Aisha.
it.
Yeah, Aisha is kind of just standing to one side. She's more than ready to use wind magic to immobilize Sal if he goes nuts.
Yep.
So Aisha's just trying to calm him down, say, listen, you can remember the pain. You want your revenge on the Mind Flayers, that is fine. I will help you get your revenge on them. But right now, getting angry, and I don't even know how that monster got in, but apparently it was connected to you. It had your face.
Can I say something, please?
When you guys are you guys can say all the things. This is player speaking, not Sal.
Yeah.
When you guys are all talking, trying to calm Sal down. Sal is not gonna attack anyone. Sal is gonna scream on the top of his lung like the angry and frustrated and wounded animal he is in a battle cry, and he's gonna walk out of the room, just pushing everyone aside, just straight out into the wilderness, and
There's
keeps
no
on.
wilderness. He can't really.
Yeah,
he
he's
throwing
just gonna
himself off the
walk
side.
down. Yeah, he's just gonna walk out of the environment. He know his friends all mean well, but right now he just too angry.
He wants to stew.
Yeah, he wants to make something hurt, preferably those that cause the pain on him. This is not some mediocre like your garden kind of variety kind of attacks. This is not where he gets circus attack and he fell. This is like having your brain actually dug out of your body. This is something totally
the Mind Flayers
different.
Violated the Mind Flayer. The circus just killed him. The Mind Flayers violated him in a way that
They
he can never really forget.
they
Yeah, I
toyed it. There's before he gets stronger, there's a part of Sal that will, let's just put it that way, that will never come back. Like some part of his emotion is broken, especially when his god does nothing, and in fact they are the provider to the Mind Flayer that makes it even worse, because
Ironically,
his
they had no idea.
yeah, because his belief in worshiping Raven Queen,
The Raven Queen.
is that when you die, you can die in peace, or serving the Queen. Like if you die, you can die peacefully, and all will be taken care of by the Queen. You just have to serve. It is like a fair, this is like a fair deal. And right now, he feels like even that is taken away from him. Especially
The Mind Flayers were the thing about that though is the Mind Flayers actually violated that. They didn't let him die like he should have.
yes, and not just that. Like
it's not really the Raven Queen's fault. It's their fault.
no, not just that. He is definitely angered at those Mind Flayers, sure, but he's more pissed off by how the Raven Queen's Knight actually doing to their, comrade. They didn't even bother to
He could
check.
also assume that this is something that has happened to other people,
like multiple
Raven.
times. Because he remembered, he remembered everything.
Yeah.
So this is just his mindset. He feels like his entire belief is a joke. His life is a joke. So
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
Meanwhile-
he just stormed out of the room,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's a great place to end.
Yep.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the cliff, the guy is finally paid off his ticket, and then the body falls down and just crushed and splatters all over him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What more do you want from me?"
I do like the idea of us just constantly throwing more shit down the bottom of
Yeah.
this pit, and then it's just this fuck up this guy's life
Yeah.
more and more.
Until he became the main villain.
Yeah, that
And
he's
come
gonna be
back.
the true villain.
Yeah.
I'm glad that that thing knocked you unconscious, because if it had killed you, I would have been like,
Well-
great.
Well, quite frankly, Sal, or me as a player at that point, I would assume I'm gone for good. Like he wants to die, Like he
Well, 'cause
really
right
wants
now-
to die. Yeah.
Right now, it's more of a challenge of faith than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
So
will
the
be an
first time
interesting.
Yeah. It was going to be interesting. It's the first time Sal's faith has ever been really challenged like this before.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, even with the whole, like, everybody in my town got killed except me, even that wasn't really much of a trial of faith compared to, like, it just got hammered home personally to him.
Because the town, it feels like an uncontrollable force.
Yeah.
He-
On the other hand, though,
yeah.
if he gets through this, his faith will be stronger than ever.
Or maybe
is
he
true.
will just completely go on a different path. We'll see.
It
We'll
would
see
be so
what in the future.
basically, I'm very curious because how I see it is that there's two ways this could go. Either Salvatore finds his faith again after this trial, and then he goes and he continues to be the paladin, or we get to see Oathbreaker Sal.
Yes.
Like Oathbreaker Sal, like Salvatore breaks his oath against the Raven Queen,
and goes against it,
Yeah.
which would be crazy, but it would be another possibility.
I really hate to see that happen because that will mean he will like Cell is like kind and like generally caring for the people, but you don't. Let's just put it like this: you don't like to see chaotic evil Cell.
Be afraid of
Well, it's
the
fun-
ego of a good man.
Yeah, exactly. No, the only reason I say that is because this exact same thing happened to a PC that I was running a game for.
Oh man.
In which a character basically, well, not with the mind flayer or something like that, but it was basically a test of faith, and essentially the faith was broken and the divine essence was taken away from that character, so she became an oathbreaker.
Oh man.
And she spent, well, it was crazy because she spent half the campaign as a paladin of Saloon and then the rest of the campaign as an oathbreaker paladin. The interesting thing that she played it off is that her hatred was only towards Saloon and nobody else, so she wasn't like killing other people or anything like that.
Yeah.
What she was doing was that it's like if there's a temple of a Saloon in like a
Desecrated.
5-mile radius, it will be desecrated.
Oh man.
So it'll be interesting to see. But thanks for letting the prologue. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
with
the
that.
prologue is amazing. I like how Alexander just showed up a mile within the direction of Sylvana. Damn it. Don't you have like true sight or whatever to sense, a goddess around the area?
Not with all the wild magic Ashley threw around.
Oh,
but
man.
like I said, it's going to be interesting. The adventures of Alexander and Tiamat are going to be very interesting to see.
I'm
I'm
surprised. Like at that part,
I'm getting some interesting Strahd and Alexander buddy moments.
no, but this is like the very opposite side that you're sworn against.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
I will say this. The part of the thing is that honestly working with Strahd is probably part of the reason why
you can
was
tolerate
more,
this. I guess
I can tolerate this, but we are not friends at all.
Exactly.
Period.
Because
at this
Tiamat is probably at this point she's holding herself back. She wants nothing more than to tear you apart and devour your divine essence.
Yeah,
right.
She needs you as much as you need her. As much as you need her, she has the means to help you find Savannah, and you have the means for her to get close and get the knowledge she wants.
True.
Right. Yeah.
So
man.
it'll definitely be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting to see where that goes, especially because more what I'm very curious about how I'm going to start thinking about how Alexander's going to interact with that re-encounter with Sylvana.
True.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna have to get my because there's like I said, I'm going to be introducing a third party into this that is in fact going to have a very not a Bureau. Bureau comes later. Bureau's flashbacks come later. It's going to be a third party that has implications in the future as well as in the past.
Nice.
So
I'm excited.
It's going to be like I said. I do need to brush up on my southern accent a bit. Not accent.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
No, I mean like, hang on, let me see. Let me see here. Brethren, we came here hunting a dragon, and we found a paladin to go with it. We have found.
Man.
They are both looking for the abomination that is Sylvana Undershine, and we will not allow that.
I wish you to be quiet. No, just kidding. No, just kidding. That's amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
But no, that was a good session. That was a good session.
Yeah, really good.
I still that's actually awesome. I completely forgot about the training in that moment. So I was like, I did the thing. I did the thing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very great moment.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get some rest, but I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
All right. Good game. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.